It is the Bennington Show. I'm Ron Bennington. There's Gail Bennington.
Yo.
Little panic going on right now. But who's coming down the hall that everybody's just like snapping pictures of?
I know.
And crazy for?
Like lightning flashing.
Lightning crashing. I don't know who it is.
It's a woman.
I got to tell you this. So we got the GPS show coming out, which, by the way, we didn't name it GPS.
Right.
We wanted to call it The Scene. They wanted to call it GPS because it's edgy, and the millennials like it. It's a music show that we're doing.
That's right, this Saturday.
Chris just played me the imaging for it, and it starts with what the Rolling Stone readers called the worst song of the 1980s. Let's see. USA Today called the worst record ever. Analysts confirms that this is the next one. Spiral 16 did this. Analyst confirms that this song is the worst song ever. ABC News called it the worst song of the 80s. And yet, for some reason, we thought we should start our show with it.
Yeah, just to keep you on your toes, keep you guessing.
What Chris said to me, it's a shit show, so we wanted to give it some shit imaging.
Chris, you
He's
said
also
that?
sat on this for 24 fucking hours. Now, yesterday I did Anthony's, I'm going to just call it a TV show.
Okay.
There's nothing radio about it. It's just three guys on TV. And Davey Mack said to me, you know, there's something about Chris. He never tells me anything. And I go, that's true. He never tells me anything.
Really?
Because we don't even know, you know. Sure. I don't think I've done radio with Davey Mack in years. He's not allowed in this building. And, you know, I don't know how I could make it down to wherever he does that little rat show of his at. And I'm not calling it a rat show like he's a bad person. But I'm just saying it's, you know, it would be impossible to do. So that was the only chance that we had to talk about our only link together. Send me in the new intern. We haven't named him yet. Chris calls him Dan, but we already have another guy called Dan. And when there's only so many voices,
yes,
can only be so many Dans. You came up with what nickname for him?
I came up with Ram Jam.
All right, Ram Jam. I don't know if somebody wants to call themselves a Ram Jam. This is a very important thing for you, young man. You're going to get a radio name. What do you want it to be?
I could do Spinner, because I do a lot of spin classes.
All right, so you want to be called Spinner.
I can try that.
Okay.
Here's one of the things that you have to look out for, Spinner, is how that term is used in other ways. Now, have you ever heard sexually when someone's called a spinner?
I'm sure they're very impressive, but I've never heard what they do.
It's a tiny person.
It's a tiny, so small.
Yeah, so small.
So I'm not a spinner.
So I don't know whether you want to be called a spinner.
I don't think so, no.
You don't, but by the way, you're not as big as you let on. You have body issues for being a young man. Am I wrong about that?
No, you're on the nose. You're on the nose, yeah.
Because he goes to spin classes all the time, and he feels like he doesn't fit in with his. You worry about your society as judgmental.
Very much, yeah.
Yeah, Fez used to tell me the same thing. If Fez felt terrible about himself. Fez is bitching to me about a scar now, and I'm like, no, everybody likes a scar.
Yeah, scars are cool.
That's literally what I said to
They're
him.
cool.
Yeah.
They're tough.
Yeah. But he, sometimes I think people just take reasons to feel bad about themselves.
I don't think the scar is going to be an issue for him.
So I know you take a lot of spin classes. If you want to be called Spinner, we will do that for you. But I just want to warn you. There's other things that you could be talked about.
What do you think of Ram Jam?
Ram Jam's cool. I like Black Betty too.
You like Black Betty?
Yeah. It gives a nice little edge, yeah.
It is edgy.
Yeah.
I mean, it would work better if you were a woman and not so white.
Yeah.
But maybe that's what it has going for it.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
I have a lot of cardigans, so half of that.
What, you have a lot of what?
I have a lot of cardigans that might be women ones, so.
Okay.
With that, yeah.
You like a cardigan, huh?
Yeah.
What was that Ed Wood movie, right? Did he had to have on a cardigan all the time, or was that something else?
I can't
They
remember.
would just sit and feel his sweater.
Do you
Sounds like
like
a dream.
nice?
Yeah.
You never saw the Ed Wood movie?
No.
What is a famous sweater that would be expensive? It's not cardigan. You got-
Cashmere.
That's maybe he had to have a cashmere on all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to be called cashmere.
That's
Cashmere
that's
is
a
a great
nice. I didn't know that
See,
was on the
here's
table. Yeah.
Well, no.
It's all on the table.
Cashmere
You got to
is nice,
understand something. Every time that we get new interns, I like to pick an intern and just really try to set them on the way. If you notice from these halls, filled with my ex-interns.
Yes.
The booth back there, filled with my ex-interns. No one, not even Cousin Brucey, gets as many interns hired as I do.
It's impressive.
So now, would I hire a cashmere or a spinner? That's what I got to start thinking from an HR point of view. Are you dating anyone now?
No.
Are you on any of the social apps?
I go back and forth.
On which ones you use?
I usually use Tinder.
Okay, maybe Tinder is the name for you. I don't know right now. That the problem, it could get dated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if your name was MySpace.
Not like me.
Right.
Yeah, I don't get dated.
Oh, don't say that about
I'm
yourself. When's the last date you've been on?
Like 3 weeks ago. Yeah,
All right, that's pretty good.
that's good. Yeah.
I worried so much when I saw that school shooting that you were involved somehow. I don't know what it is. I just worry about young people in the school shootings.
I know. God.
Yeah. It looks like Trent Dilfer is speaking from there now. I'm just going from MSNBC. When I just think of that song,
I know.
should we cancel GPS? Is that the best
No.
way about it, or just play it on Periscope?
No, it's a great show. Let's not cancel GPS.
All right, people are saying aren't spin classes for women. I think men are in spin classes, but
I've
this is a
heard.
gender fluid age that we live in now. I learned that from watching Caitlin.
Yep. None of us have genders.
No, we're genderless.
Mm-hmm.
Which, Eric wants to jump in on here. Eric, go ahead, buddy.
Hey, guys. I believe the sweater you're talking about is mohair.
Is it mohair?
No, it's definitely not mohair because that's
That's
bigger
from
than
Seinfeld.
bigger than life.
No, cashmere.
Cashmere is from Seinfeld, the one that had the
the
little red
yeah.
dot on it.
Throwing
Yes.
pennies. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's
Yeah.
here's Brian. Brian, go ahead. You're on.
Hey, yeah, I'm just wondering if we're going to see another episode of Smoking with Chris. It was the goddamn funniest thing I've seen, at least this month.
Well, Smoking with Chris is a giant hit, but I want to just, someone wrote in, I can't find it right now, but they said a better name with this would be Stroking with Piss, which kind of made me laugh.
I'm open to whatever you
use it as a
call it.
lubricant.
I'm not sure if that's the theme of the show I'd like to see, though.
Yeah. My only problem with Smoking with Chris today is that he did not confront the school shooting.
Yeah.
And it seemed like everybody who was out on the streets had dealt with that. And for some reason, Stroking with Chris is just a 10:45 a.m. show.
It's 10:40. That's where it's scheduled right now. That's what the slot is. 10:45 a.m. outside.
You
Sirius XM
know that
building.
this isn't a network. It's Periscope. You can go on whatever you want.
I like everyone involved with this show thinks that it's TV.
I know. Everybody goes, how can I put myself in a box? What's the smallest box I can put myself into? Everybody wants to be in a regiment of some kind. What school do you go to?
Fordham in the Bronx.
All right, these school shootings happen once, I think, every 5 weeks, they say now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to know what school to worry about if you're there.
There's a little, we got a lot of security alerts at Fordham. We just had like 3 in the past week. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. A lot of kids just like get mugged with their iPhones or just walking around drunk and then.
Well, mug with an iPhone, I don't mind
That's
if
not-
that
yeah.
happens to you. You know what I mean? And plus, is it to use of anyone if you take someone's iPhone? Don't you just shut it down immediately?
Yeah, I think it's only like a day of fun.
Yeah, one
It's a few
day.
selfies and then you're done. Yeah.
Yeah, and you just see someone else with your phone. It's like seeing someone else in your underwear.
They're periscoping on my name.
God damn it, this is not Smoking with Chris. Bullshit. What did you smoke today, Chris?
Marlboro Blacks.
Okay, interesting.
They are 70 cents cheaper than Marlboro Reds. So that's why I went with them.
But every week you're gonna have a different cigarette, right?
Oh yeah, every week. I'm gonna mix it up.
Let me know when you do cool. That's what I want. That's what I want to see you.
Debuted a new segment too, the Fox News Scroll with Chris.
Why did you let my imaging for my show go to shit?
I wanted to do it. I was
You know who I think should executive produce this?
Who's that?
Cashmere.
I'm really liking Cashmere as the name.
Yeah, you're liking it a lot?
It took a little time to find it, but I think it makes a lot of sense.
Just like Cashmere. It's hard to find. When you find it, it's all good.
Oh, my God. That's so great what he just said. I should have taken him to the Anthony show yesterday.
That would have been great.
There was Stalker Patty was in the audience.
Aww.
Yeah, and she likes the Beatles. So it's the same thing. She hasn't changed her conversation.
Nope. I love Patty.
Yeah. When I first came to New York, Patty used to be standing at the reception desk every day talking to the receptionist, and I used to be like, "Who's that woman and what's her position here?" I had no idea that one day she would be living under the stairs. Jim wants to talk about our producers. Jim, what is it?
Is this me you're talking to?
I guess it is, Jim. I mean, only you'd be able to tell me that.
Okay, yeah. On Tuesday, you sent me into the Pretty Good Prize Closet, and I got my prize today, and it's fabulous. You guys are the best.
You know what? Here's the only beef I have with this. And Cashmere, do me a favor and call Joey Jojo in, will you?
Joey Jojo, come in.
You know what, Joey? See, here's the thing. You're doing a great job with the Pretty Good Prize Closet. You get the prizes out fast. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Where's a theme song for the Pretty Good Prize Closet? You're a theme song guy. You're a song guy. Now you're like, I only write songs for comedians. Why put yourself in that little box?
I don't want to. I'm going to do a Pretty Good Prize Closet thing.
This is the song that Chris wants to open up our music show. The show is shitty. The show is shitty, so listen up. The show is shitty.
No!
He fucking opens the thing with "We built this city on rock and roll." It fucking goes to the top of the worst songs of all time. Do yourself a favor, Chris.
Yeah.
And just fucking Google "We built this city" and worst song.
Okay.
That's all you got to do.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Do me a favor now. Send that to Don Wiki Wicklin.
Got it.
Oh, God.
Title it, "We built this shitty."
Isaac in Ohio.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
So I worked at Blockbuster when Ed Wood came out on video, and it came out in a special case that was made of Agora. I'm pretty sure he had to wear a
Agora. You know what? You're 100% right. Pretty Good Prize Closet.
Woo! Yeah. Yeah.
Hopefully we have like Johnny Depp signing this. What do you got for him in the Pretty Good Prize Closet, Joey Jojo?
I have the signed book, Happy Accidents, signed by Jane Lynch.
All right.
Good. Prize.
Cashmere, I bet you're a big Jane Lynch fan, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. I met her once too, actually.
I would love to hear this story. Go ahead.
I was working for an event last semester at an internship.
Yeah.
And then I literally bumped into someone, and I turned around and it was her. And I said, sorry. And she said, oh, no, it's all good. And then I left.
I love that story.
Right?
I love that story.
It was so fluid, so natural. Yeah.
No, it's a great story, too. Like, you bumped right into her.
Mm-hmm. Literally.
Yeah, and she says it's all good.
That's
and
how
she
I
was
met-
taller than you.
That's how, oh, yeah. That's how I met every celebrity I've ever come across.
You just physically bumped into them.
Physically, yeah. Accidentally, physically. Yeah, I've tripped over Bradley Cooper. And that's pretty much it, yeah.
Tripped
over, yeah.
At what? Some party in Fordham?
Oh, yeah, yeah. He tears it up there.
Is that true? I'd like to go with that.
But if he wants to come, and he's listening, yeah, totally.
Oh, come on. You don't have to work dirty. That, to me, that Jane Lynch story, tag it, best stuffs.
Nice.
Joey, how's the song coming along?
So far I have a Pretty Good Prize Closet is happening right now. I'm workshopping it.
I know. Just believe me, I bet if we were there at the opening things of Bridges Over Troubled Water, we'd be like, Paul, stop it. This is stupid.
Take your time with it. There's no rush.
Well, now that I have my muse here.
Who's your muse?
Cashmere.
Is it cashmere or Agora, though? That's the thing that I'm not worried about.
Cashmere is a better name.
Do you have any cashmere stuff that you wear every single day?
Yes.
Good. That's perfect.
I love it. Yeah.
I want the cashmere.
Is it cashmere?
Pull that drop, please.
Bill in Jersey always has a little something for us. Well, first I got to go to Dan. Dan in Florida. Go ahead.
Hey, buddy, it's Pepper's dick so shitty.
Oh,
Pepper's
God.
dick so shitty from your asshole. Dick so shitty. Pepper's dick so shitty from your asshole.
Why would you do that? By the way, he got that imaging yesterday and just sat on it. Now, you answer emails, right?
I do.
I answer emails. Cashmere, do you answer your emails?
Always.
Are you at Cashmere at Gmail?
With an underscore. First one's
Okay.
taken, yeah.
It was already taken. That's weird. Well, the fashion industry.
Mm-hmm.
Are you big into the fashion industry?
When it's like, lets for like comfortable pants being worn around, I usually
Okay,
am. But that's pretty
comfortable
much
pants.
it. Yeah. Big on elastic waist, just like making a
I'm
comment.
into fashion.
That's pretty much
You
it.
have body issues.
I know that's more of a comfort thing.
You do not need elastic pants at your age. You're
I don't
a young
need them,
man.
but I want them. They're just so nice.
That's sweatpants is what you're talking about.
Yeah. You just pay more for them so you can wear them outside.
Sad. It's so sad.
It's not a fun life, but it's a life.
Well, don't you torture yourself.
We need to work on this with him.
Yeah.
Positivity.
You've never been suicidal, have you?
No, never. No.
Well, just leave it as an option.
Yeah. It's on the back burner. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I
marinating
always
with
like
the
to
theme
keep
song.
it.
Yeah.
I always keep it as C. No matter what I'm doing, go to the movies, go visit friends, or commit suicide. It's always there because then even on the good days, you're like, I'd rather go visit friends. You know, I get you to do stuff.
I leave it as suicide by ? Because who knows what in the mood for.
Fab Libs.
Well, yeah, women very rarely paint the ceiling the way men do.
I couldn't.
How would you go out, Kashmir?
I feel like I'm like too chicken to do anything. I have no clue. Yeah. Maybe just like pills, I guess. But at the same
Pills
time,
don't
like
work.
I don't just.
Pills
Yeah. I
don't
feel
work.
like I'll
They're
just like yeah.
Don't do
comfortable.
it.
Yeah,
I don't know,
they're
I
just
think
comfortable.
I think I just keep on trucking. I'll just
Yeah.
do my thing. Yeah.
Brooklyn Bridge, right off the bridge for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, a dive, a jump, or can opener?
Can opener.
It's where you pull one knee up and you act like you're a can opener.
Can
on the way
opener, I
down.
guess.
Yeah, you can go can opener.
I want it to be fun.
cannonball.
It's my last,
Sure.
You know, it's my last ride, really.
What I always thought that the way to go out that way would be to act like you're rowing. Like, remember it in Wizard of Oz, where they just looked up and people were rowing and they waved. And if you did that, they're like, I don't know whether he had thought there was some kind of airboat that he'd be able to row. All right, Bill wants to talk to you. I forgot. Go ahead, Bill.
All right, buddy. How's it going, Ronnie B?
Good.
Hey, listen. Cashmere. It fits like a glove. It sounds good, rolls off the tongue good, and I think if you play a little Cashmere by Zeppelin, he's going to be like Chase Utley.
I don't even know why they didn't do that. Chase Utley. He just name checks Chase Utley in the middle of all of it. Yeah, everybody loves this song. Remember when they even hip-hopped it for a while?
Puff Daddy did
Yeah.
a version.
Is it Puff Daddy or P. Diddy?
He was puffy then.
We built P. Diddy. Fucking opening, Chris. Jesus Christ. I even changed the name from the name I wanted to originally use because they were like, oh, we like this name. Oh, I wonder sometimes why I try. Well, anyway, it's on tomorrow, 3 o'clock.
Yep.
We'll see whether there's new imaging or the imaging they gave us.
Open new.
I wouldn't even mind playing the pretty good Prize Closet song that seems to be sweeping the nation.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good prize. It's a pretty good prize. It's the closet. It's the closet.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
I like that.
Wow.
Pretty good prize.
It's a
Pretty good prize.
It's the closet.
You know what? I never liked that song, and then I saw the Who live, and I'm like, I had first fucking row thing, and I found myself. It was like, fucking funky. This is funkier.
It's pretty funky.
Yeah. Let's go over here to Will in Philly, or is it Phil in Willie? I'm not sure.
No, my name is Will from Philadelphia.
Hi, buddy.
Hey, I just wanted to say thank you so much. I talked to you about a year ago. I've been listening since 2002, and you were able to give me a really great prize of a subscription for a year because my radio was about to be shut off. I've been in the hospital with a lot of surgeries and stuff. Actually, I just got out again. And me and my wife listen to you guys all the time. And the radio is about to get shut off. And I want to say thank you so much for everything, for the whole year.
Chris!
So much to me.
Take care of Phil from Willie again.
Phil from Willie, consider it done.
I didn't mean that.
Oh, yes, you did.
Come on.
You know what you meant.
No. I'm going to hang up.
No.
Phil from Willie.
No.
You're a sickly man. We can be here for you.
I tried calling. Yes, they're going to give me a promotional deal yesterday of like $20, but they said I couldn't do it through my phone. I had to have like an actual physical radio, and all I have is the iPhone.
Chris, you got him?
I got him. He'll get some
Let
nice
Chris
codes.
deal with you, okay? Maybe he can give you his iPhone too.
Here, you want an iPhone?
No,
It's a 3.
But thank you. I have an iPhone 4. It works pretty good.
You know what I think this is? Pretty good prize. Pretty good prize.
Closet. It's the closet.
I don't know about it's the closet part, though. You know what I mean? Like, that part throws me off a little bit.
Yeah, that is the weirdest part, I would say.
Hey, there's some pics of R.G. Bennington, the new Bennington show dog, up on the Twitter.
Let me see. You fucking.
How are we supposed to know which one's ours?
I don't care. They're all so sweet.
You just like any dog, though.
First puppy on the right.
Aw, that was the best one.
Yeah, it is the best one. I think we got the best one.
All babies are beautiful. I know, but this one's awful damn good.
This one's awful damn good.
I love him so much.
R.G. Bennington. Did we get his dip tip taken care of?
You gotta do that high. You gotta get that dip tip.
Poor Cashmere has no idea why we started talking like this.
No, but I'm just looking at dog pictures, so I'm all good.
Oh, he likes dogs.
I have a miniature dachshund.
Oh.
A disabled 18-year-old one.
Is that right? Disabled?
Yeah. He has like 1.5 working legs.
Oh, God.
Show us pics. Show us pics.
You like looking at pictures of sick dogs?
I like pictures of all dogs.
You're going to see the needle being put in him to put him to sleep.
Oh.
He's 18. He only has 1.5. He's a little sick dog. 18.
Oh my God. Look at this old man. He's cute.
He had one leg that works.
Oh.
Bum, 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 bum. Take the thumb off line 2, would you please? Off of line 2, I want to talk to Turtle.
Come on, Cash.
There we go. Turtle, what's up, buddy?
Hey, I got a possible better name there for your Cashmere guy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
With the great body image, why don't we call him Mama Cass?
See, that's the thing. That'll make him feel bad about himself.
It seems like it would help, but it won't.
Sorry.
Yeah. We don't want to be called Mama Cass.
No. Oh, no. She's a great singer, though.
She's unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable. And also, a lot of people don't know this, but like the single most important person for that whole Canyon scene starting out, because she used to introduce everybody to everybody else.
Oh, really?
So people would go to her parties and they'd start to sing together, and then we're like, we should start a band. We'll call ourselves Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
That's a scene creator right there.
Scene creator. Remember when our show was going to be called The Scene? Mm-hmm. And then Chris came up with the name. The show is shitty.
Well, he only came up with that name to match the song. Makes sense.
Brett, Louisiana.
Hey, I think the song should be "Let's Come Out of the Closet with the Prize."
You know what? And I was trying to explain this to Kashmir the other day. Coming out of the closet is no longer an exciting thing. It used to be a big deal, you know?
Boring.
Yeah, now you just like Glee on Facebook and it's all done for you.
Yes, that's it. Yeah. It's all taken care of. And I kind of miss that thing. I miss when we used to say people were brave for doing the things they wanted to do. Now you literally have to have a trans operation where they split the penis and then shove it up inside the body.
Oh.
The penis is split and then shoved.
No.
Into what's technically, I hate to get medical here, the crotch cavity.
What do they do with everything inside?
So, dude, if you wanted to do that, that'd be gigantic. That'd be great for the show.
Up my game,
Oh my God. We could Periscope the whole journey.
Love to do that. He's on his journey. Now he's meeting other transgender people.
He's going into surgery. He's on his journey gurney.
That's good. Journey gurney's good.
Just came up with that.
Well, it's perfect.
Feel pretty good about it.
You kidding me? You rhymed something. Bowser, what's up?
Hey, man, y'all are forgetting the best part about Kashmir. It's the background music at Fast Times at Ridgemont High when she's getting out of the pool in slow motion.
Well, it's not like that has ever been forgotten. That scene gets played every day somewhere in the United States of America.
You're right. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Okay, but boy, I keep repeating it. James, Kakalina.
What's happening, guys? How are you today?
We are so damn good. We got our new music show starting tomorrow. GPS. Chris has put together a lovely imaging package that he then said, let me put it in the closet, let it sit overnight until it's too late to change it. And then we built this city on the kids.
Well, I'm very excited to hear it anyway. Miss Gail mentioned she loves to see pictures of dogs.
Is this true?
She does.
I run a dog resort. I spoke to you guys previously. I run a dog resort down here in North Carolina, and we've got a Facebook and Instagram page that has some really good pictures of some personalities and characters.
Why don't you give them a follow, Gail?
I'll follow.
Thank you.
I will
We're
follow.
the Canine
I will follow
Wait,
him.
what was it?
It's
Hey, I can't hear it.
Sorry.
The dog pigs. I'll never see this hotel for dogs. What was it, dear?
Canine Cabana. K9, that's the letter K, the number 9, Kabana.
Do you have a theme song yet?
No, I'm working on it.
I got one for you. Ready? At the Canine Cabana. Dogs are pissing. You better start listening to the Canine. That is a dog at the Canine Cabana. It's a bone, you lucky dog. Joey, how come you haven't written up Canine Cabana yet?
I'm doing it right now, literally as we speak.
He's the best. Have you followed him yet?
There's actually more than one canine cabana.
Of course there is.
Ours is different. Ours is spelled with a K, and then it's K9, and then Kabana.
Oh, I forgot the extra K.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm different. I got to be a little,
I forgot the special K.
Was it in Raleigh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool. All right. I'm in.
You're down.
You'll get a good chuckle.
Oh, my God.
A lot of dogs there?
Dogs galore.
Yeah. A lot of dogs.
Must love dogs.
Fins and fur. That's my life.
You know, Gail, you might be into this for Birdie. Sunday night, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is a Bring Your Dog to the Comedy show in Hoboken. No joke in Hoboken. And they say the dogs just love it. They just sit there and they're like, don't get it. You know, they're kind of confused, but then when the other dogs are laughing, they start to howl.
They're a good audience.
By the way, where's that Ric Flair dog? That's my favorite dog of all time. Let's try to find that. All right, so you got it, Gil?
I got it.
You
the
following
Canine
along?
Cabana with a K.
At the Canine Cabana. They want a bone. Canine Cabana. By the way, if we ever get Barry Manilow on the show, and we should shoot for him, there is a lovely singer named Bridget Everett that would make her entire life.
I know.
So I would try to, I want to do something for Bridget Everett one day. So when she comes in, she meets Barry Manilow. And then also Eastside Dave's mom used to act like she could have married Barry Manilow.
Really?
Yeah.
Before either Barry knew what he felt or before you could say without being hit with sticks.
Right.
All right, just watch this dog.
Yes, absolutely. Quincy, we are going on a road trip. Woo! Yes, absolutely. Quincy, we are going on a road trip. Woo! Yes, absolutely.
Stan?
Yeah.
Kashmir needs to see Quincy as much as everybody else.
Please turn it
I know he's the new guy, and you're rough on new guys because you haze because of the frat it used to belong to.
Going on a road trip. Woo! Yes, absolutely. Quincy, we are going on a road trip. Woo! Yes, absolutely. Quincy.
I love Quincy.
Matt, what's up, buddy? You found a mistake?
Yeah, he wants to rub this, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Fucking Stanley doesn't correct you or help you out here. They didn't have the Cashmere for the pool scene, Fast Times. If I'm not mistaken, it was moving in stereo by the Cars.
Go look it up, Chris. If Matt is right, he's going into the pretty good prize closet, which should have a brand new theme song by now.
Never been in the closet.
Well, it's a sad place.
I don't know. Check in the house.
Yeah, 100% correct. Who was that caller who gave us the bum information?
I don't remember.
Whoever he was.
Fucking callers.
Yeah, fucking callers, Matt. You're so fucked up.
Worse is he was so confident about it.
I know. And blamed Chris for not bringing up. You're going to the pretty good prize closet. What's he get?
He gets a signed DVD. Home for the Holidays, signed by Holly Hunter.
Oh, what? I want that.
I know. You know why you gave that to her? Because Gail was just doing a Holly Hunter impression a couple minutes ago, but you didn't even realize it.
I was working on the pretty good prize closet song, so I didn't realize it.
But it must have got to you somewhere in your fucking brain.
Yeah.
What movie do you think it was? Come on.
You had to guess.
Come on, motherfucker.
If I had to guess. Holly
We're going
Hunter.
to beat your ass, too.
We're
You're wrong.
in
We're gonna beat your
Arizona.
ass. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You just escaped an ass beat.
You guys want to hear the new song?
Yeah, I'd love to.
This prize, it's coming straight to you. This prize is pretty good. Oh, yeah.
First of all, it's the greatest song I've ever heard.
Yeah.
So glad we didn't beat you to you were dead.
Oh, my
We came
God.
so close
I know.
to beating you. By the way, let me just say this, and this is the difference between the way Anthony runs his ship and between where, no matter what you're talking about, when you're on Anthony's show, it shows up on a screen while you're talking.
Wow.
It just happens on a constant basis. And then when the show is over, his staff walks to the window, opens it, and smokes massive amount of marijuana.
Nice.
While the adults drink in the other room. Massive amounts of marijuana.
Somebody's got to unwind. You know what I mean?
They each have their own marijuana stick or spliff.
Okay.
As some of the street kids call it.
And then do they also pass a blunt around while they each have their own?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, even when I said, give me a hit off that doobage, bro, they're like, no. We each keep our own stick of trees for our own marijuana consumption. It's no longer a passable thing. I remember if I ever smoked a joint by myself, I'd just fucking end up acting like I was passing it to air after a while, like, all right, no one's here.
You just pass left hand to right hand?
Yeah, just like, oh, sorry.
Ambidextrous.
Then I would actually apologize and go, sorry, I thought you were here. But I'm alone right now. Do you ever smoke the marijuana sticks?
Time and time, yeah.
What other drugs?
Only that
Poppers?
for the most part. That is the 4th time someone's asked me about poppers in like the past like month.
Yes,
and I like have never known what they were. Yeah,
Give off the popper vibe.
Yeah, you do.
Jalapeno popper.
Dude, if you want to go with Popper as your nickname, let me know.
About it.
I'm glad we got you out of Spinner.
Yeah,
I
me
was
too.
worried about that.
That
name.
was, yeah.
Yeah. I'll say this. By far, he's my favorite intern. That other intern, I don't even know if I like at all because, you know why? He's so aggressive.
Jam Band, he's competitive.
He's competitive. It's almost like if a dude met a bro. You know what I mean?
Right. It's like, what would you even call that?
Bro dude?
Bro dude? Oh, say we all went for the same get. I would call it a brood. He's very competitive.
I don't know. I heard that burrito story. That kind of changed my mind about him. It's pretty cool. He raps his...
He did a burrito?
Joe actually took a video of it and watch him do it in a second. You just...
Like 2 seconds, yeah.
So imagine how he could roll a joint.
I know.
Fucking in a hurricane. You don't smoke marijuana at all? Is that what you're saying? What's he saying?
I happen to smoke a lot of marijuana.
Yeah, okay.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is real
cool, dude.
Sick.
Although my intern does poppers. So it's a whole different thing. Janice, how are you, darling? Happy Chicago Day. Do we not have you, Janice? Oh, I hope she didn't fall.
Janice.
Janice. Jan?
If you can hear us, blink. Oh, no. Well, she was the best.
She's gone now.
She picked option 6.
God,
you shall be missed. Swing low, sweet chariot. Janice is in heaven now.
I'm going to miss her so much.
Just like heaven. And sing out loud or just to yourself?
Yeah, just to myself quietly.
Popper, what kind of music do you listen to?
I do a lot of I like both pop and really old women country singers like Patsy Cline.
I like this.
I do a lot of Patsy Cline.
I like this about you.
Walking After Midnight, yeah.
I've been walking. Maybe you could be on our new show called This Show's So Shitty that Chris has put together for us.
No, it's not shitty.
Why would you
very
do that,
good.
Chris, when you know how much we cared about it, we were excited about it? And here's what I said. Even though we've got all these different songs playing at 3, you know what kills me? I love deep tracks.
I know.
And then I also love even more than deep tracks. Wait, are we on deep tracks?
Deep tracks.
Good. So I love deep tracks best. Tom Petty has a song on there.
Yeah. He has
He's got his own show.
what's that one called again?
The Petty Prize is.
Oh, yeah.
Petty, yeah. It's
Buried Treasure.
Buried Treasure. Yeah, that's
You knew that. You told me that.
where do I set you up for something later? What's it called again? What's your best friend like for lunch? And then you go and put a fucking. We should have. You know what song I'd rather open up with? Buried Treasure by Tom Petty, because he sings his own theme song.
Yeah.
He's like Joey Jojo.
Maybe we could do that.
I'm so depressed over opening with the worst fucking song ever.
I feel like we can maybe fix it. We have some time. We still have time left in the work day.
They don't care. They're like, look, if you're going to hand us work, we're going to give you something shitty. You don't have a producer for this. That's why I think Kashmir, he's fucking unbelievable. He loves old country singers.
I know. I love that about him.
And you like pop songs of today.
Yeah, for them. Yeah,
like a Miley Cyrus is somebody you like.
More like I'm a big Katy Perry person.
Sure you are.
Yeah, her documentary, like
Rockumentary.
rock and yeah.
Yeah, but that's when she found out about Russell Brand and she was looking out the window.
Yeah. Oh, I cried during it. Yeah.
Did you really?
I've seen it 5 times and I've cried every time.
What part makes you cry? That
part. Yeah, I know. And then like she like goes on, like she's crying, but then she goes on and does the show. It's pretty. Yeah.
What happened?
The first and only woman. To
she
ever
like
sing
finds
while
out her.
Well, Russell Brand just didn't want to be married to her anymore. You know, Russell Brand's got to do his thing. You know,
you got to do Russell,
and he does it. I saw him hitting on a nun, and I'm not even making that up. He was flirting with a nun before the unmask. We stopped. He's flirting with a nun, and someone, and then he brought it, and then I said to him, like during the unmask, dude, you're the only person I ever saw flirting with a nun. The nun said, can I get a copy of that? That's how sexual Russell Brand is. she loved it.
He's trying to turn her.
No, I don't think she was going to turn her back on Jesus, but it's nice to know that you want it.
Yeah.
You know? He just said, yeah. Like, yeah, I'd want Russell Brand to want me too.
Like, him and Bradley Cooper, if they want to come to the Bronx, yeah.
You're crazy about Bradley Cooper?
Not really, no. He's like one of those people that you're just like, they're like too good looking that you don't even like acknowledge as a person.
Would you rather be with Alice Cooper than Bradley Cooper?
We'd have so many stories to tell, yeah.
18! Second time
Bring it all.
18. I don't think we're ever going to talk about this Oregon shooting, right? There's nothing we can do. I can't fix this country as much as I try every day.
There's nothing we can do. It doesn't get any better. It's something like the 47th, I think, school shooting of the year. And it's like 105, I think 145 since Sandy Hook.
Really?
Yeah. School shooting, not even just mass shooting, just in schools.
What if we had more guns? I think that would work.
Mm-hmm. So
if
you
we
just
had more
outgun the guns.
Yeah. Or if there was just like a gun every step, so wherever you stepped, it just went off in your feet. Or we surround the schools with guns.
Mm-hmm. We make jackets just equipped with guns.
I think that this country, if someone went into a nursery and started to shoot it up, still, we couldn't come together on this. We cannot do it. My idea was to crack and break the country up. But nobody wants to do that either.
Yeah.
We're not a United States. And then they said this kid was into the IRA, which hasn't been big for a long, long time. You know?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, his MySpace, and I'm not making it up, filled with pictures of the IRA, like, and he was saying stuff like, this is cool. And he also said, is anyone else on here? It's MySpace.
That must have been old. He used to be into the IRA.
No, I think he was too young to be an old MySpace person. They said it was trying to make a comeback since Justin Timberlake, or JT as the kids call him. I just call him the guy from that Time movie. That's my thing for him. SNL starts this weekend.
Yeah.
And the big rumor is Hillary is going to come out and do something. I guess because she's being clubbed to death by that Hillary impression that makes her look special needs. But Miley Cyrus, I believe, is hosting. Is that who's hosting?
Yeah, Miley's
it?
hosting.
Way to open it up.
Yeah, let's take a look at the promo, see whether it's worth saying this week.
Hi, I'm Miley Cyrus, and I'm the host and musical guest on the season premiere of SNL.
We back, baby, and we kicking off things with little Miley Cyrus.
Leslie, I'm not that little.
Girl. Yes, you are. You my little Miley Cyrus.
Mama.
Oh, please
Hey, I'm Miley
stop
Cyrus, and I'm the host and musical guest on the
Please
season
stop.
premiere of...
Please stop. I'm already going to watch, but...
You had me at Miley.
Oh, boy, that really pisses me off. What's this baseball announcers roast the hell out of sorority girls all about, Chris?
Okay, so it was an Arizona Diamondbacks game, and the announcers of the game, they went to a shot of some 6 girls in the crowd. They were sorority girls at the game, and they were just taking selfies themselves. And then the announcers began to just beat the shit out of them on the air.
Physically?
Well, verbally.
It was a beating, was it?
And here they are talking.
And while there, maybe they'll tweet us their fan photo, BB. Now's the time, fans. Get on the Twitter with a hashtag of the whole thing, AZDataStrongFan, and you might see your fan photo at a Diamondback TV broadcast brought to you by T-Mobile. I mean, look at the one on the right.
Do you have to make faces when you take selfies?
Wait, one more now.
Oh, there you go.
Better angle. Oh, check it. Did that come out okay?
That's the best one of the 300 pictures I've taken of myself today.
Every girl in the picture is locked into her phone.
Oh, Lord.
Every single one is dialed in. Welcome to parenting in 2015. They're all just completely transfixed by the technology. David Peralta.
They go back to
Oh, hold on. I'd take a selfie with the hot dog. Selfie with the churro. Selfie just of a selfie.
I can't even get my phone to take pictures.
Took a picture of your thumb last week. That was good.
Here's my first bite of the churro. Here's my second bite of the churro.
You know, the beauty of baseball is you can sit next to your neighbor and have a conversation, or you can just completely ignore them. Peralta knocks it into center. David tonight 2 for 2, a leadoff single here in the fourth, and nobody noticed.
Help us, please. Somebody help us.
Yeah. We need to... Can we do an intervention? How about if we send Baxter out there and he just collects all the phones?
All right, I'm sure on some level that's interesting. I'm not sure if I could find it, though.
Do you know that I actually feel like that it was faked? I think that those girls are not actually doing it. Was so extreme, the amount of girls doing it, I didn't really believe it. And the reason why is because they were posing with the hot dog. Come on, any girl taking a selfie is going to do a fake dick suck joke. But they were like, we're going to eat this. I didn't buy it.
Well, I would brag if I was eating a churro. I want everybody to see it. Why don't we break here? We're back. This is Bennington.
Bennington. Nothing will be the same ever again. Raw Dog 99, Sirius XM's Comedy Club.
It's the Bennington Show on a Friday, which we also refer to as High Day.
I don't want to tell you why, but that's what we do.
No, just try to guess. Joey, is there any reason in the world that you're running this shitty Lonely Surfer song again?
I like it now. It grew on me overnight, and I've been playing it on repeat and shuffle, but the playlist is just Lonely Surfer.
I don't know what would ever give you the impression to play it, though.
I like to see that surfer make a friend. Is there a reason why Kashmir turns his back on us and left?
I don't know.
Did something happen? Did we say something? Did we do something?
I don't know.
Did we make
there he is.
Fun of pants with an elastic band?
Get some coffees?
He's going to a different place with pretzels and juice.
No.
Why?
Do we share him?
Is there another studio that has them?
No. Why would he go that direction? He should have hanged the right.
You shouldn't be asking me. You're the EP. Send me Kashmir when he gets the opportunity.
He's coming in right now.
He just doesn't know his way around, that's all.
So he walks all the way around, goes in the other direction.
Here he comes.
Kashmir, what are you doing? We're back on the air.
I was getting pretzels.
For what? What, are you hungry?
I'm working my body issue images. I can eat now.
But here's the
You
thing.
cured me.
You had a spin class last night, and today you're coming down the street with a cup full of pretzels.
It's carbs, dude.
I know.
You don't need that.
There's a happy medium, you know?
You know what, dude? I want you to eat lunch, but what I don't want is for you to eat your feelings.
Ooh, that's true.
You feel like you do that? You struggle with your feelings?
Not really, which is like most of my feelings just like throw out, which is probably bad, but let's get some ice cream. So I guess I do eat my feelings.
I can throw out my feelings and go eat some ice cream.
Maybe I should start seeing a therapist.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah.
I don't think I eat my feelings, but I eat my boredom for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like suddenly you're like, what have I been doing sitting here eating this?
Grazing.
Oh, God.
Just grazing the way an African animal would do.
Going back
Yeah.
to the ancestors. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if we're from there. I know we're from Ireland. And that's as far as I know. We
Yep.
go over that direction.
We were
Have you
put there
ever
by
been
God.
in a real relationship, a long-lasting relationship?
I actually, my last long-lasting one was I was abroad for a semester, and I was in one there.
Where?
Yeah, in London. Very fancy.
And how would that work out for you?
It was good. It was really nice. Yeah, I was like, it was kind of. We met on Tinder.
Mm-hmm.
One of those things, and it was cool. We matched on Tinder, but then we were out at a party like in London, and then we met there unplanned. So sort of kind of like Sleepless in Seattle of like 2014.
I didn't see it. Did they meet in Tinder and then go hook up?
Meg Ryan is a visionary. Yeah.
And then have sex in a bunk bed in some youth hostel.
Oh no, I was not having a bunk bed. I could not do that. I'm afraid of heights.
Bunk sex?
What about the bottom?
Bottom's great.
Oh no, and I'm not meaning that way.
I see we did that.
I don't have any idea. Was Spider says the last male intern for the Bennington show was Vito. I don't even understand that.
Yeah.
Bum 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 bum. It is the Bennington show. This is a Friday. And by the way, I think the school shooting shows this with this lonely weirdo loner that we've seen a million times who apparently was on 4chan or some place. I don't think that the internet has helped anything. I'm willing to say that. It doesn't help people feel good about themselves. It doesn't help people meet people. You can't get information on it. You can't view any TV or movies that you want. It does nothing.
Well, all the things that they say are positives are also the negatives. Like you can connect so many people, like-minded people, but that works for positive and negative. Like can also be a cesspool instead of a...
It does bring negative people together. It does bring, people who maybe were irritated about something to feel like they're incredibly frustrated and hostile about it.
Yeah, where it might have been something mild and maybe it would have been something that annoyed you. Then you have a place to go every time.
Luckily for me, it wasn't around, or I probably would have fucking really attacked Potsy. You know what I mean? Just like, why is Potsy on here when it really should be Fonzie time? But I never actually was able to actually tell him, I don't like your singing. I feel like you bring down every show you're in.
Which one was Potsy, the blonde one?
No. The dark-haired one who sang.
Okay. I get them mixed up.
Yeah, well, there's no reason that you should pay a lot of attention to it. It's not like they were the Stones.
No.
Bum, 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 bum.
I'm a big Chachi fan.
Well, you know what? Who wouldn't be? I felt bad when they didn't focus on Spike, his original nephew. Only gave him one episode. And the kid wore leather and said, hey, man, I'm Spike.
Pretty cool.
Fonzie's nephew. Adam. Adam, what's up?
Hey, Ron, how you doing? I got a question for you about classical music and opera in particular.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's relevant at all in today's culture?
Well, nothing ever goes away. You know what I mean? So everything will live on now for the people. Yeah. I mean, it's actually relevant to the people that, care about it and not relevant to the people who don't. Why, you going to an opera?
I'm an opera singer, and I'm kind of struggling with the notion that it's kind of a dying art,
Well, it always has been a dying art, you know what I mean? But you could say the same about blues or jazz or whatever. Everything is smaller than it was at the height of their popularity. Can we hear you sing a little opera for us?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Una furtiva lagrima negli occhi suoi spuntò. You want any more?
Yeah, just a little bit more so I can judge it.
Quelle festosa giovani invidiar sembrò che più cercando io vo che più cercando io vo mama si mama lo vedo And
for what he was singing there, I'm going to translate for people. Is this a dying art form? Does anybody care that I'm singing this? Does it matter at all? or is this stupid that I'm still singing this?
Wow, I didn't know he was writing it right there on the spot.
My favorite opera was about a deaf, dumb, and blind kid. Little opera I like to call Tommy.
Tommy, can you hear me?
No, I can't. Deaf.
It's a really nice opera.
It is.
Yeah.
Bum 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 bum. You know what, Adam? I'm going to send you into the pretty good prize closet. And
I like that.
then I'm going to contact two friends of mine from a little place called the Metropolitan Opera House and see if we can't get Adam to stop by up there.
Who's making things happen for people?
That's something I don't mind doing. I kind of like to think of myself as America's guardian angel. And hold on, I'm looking at this. Melissa McCarthy looks like she's commenting on what happened in the school shooting. Do you guys like opera?
I like opera. I mean, I don't really.
I took you to that one opera, remember, where they put the English up on the.
Yeah, that was La Boheme.
La Boheme.
Oh, that's a good. Yeah.
And then I've
the only
seen
one people who don't know opera know. So.
Porgy and Bess. Is that technically an American opera?
I think it's Porky.
Okay.
Starring Porky Pig and Bess Armstrong. God bless her. Yeah. Did you like it? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah. I was young when I saw it, but I was into it.
Well, you'll have to watch Tommy then. It's fantastic.
Love Tommy.
Yeah.
Do you think it's all right?
The boy with the cousin curb. And I think it's all right. I think it's all right.
Fiddle about. That terrified me when I was young when I saw that.
Well, you know, kids are afraid of child molesters.
Sure.
Kashmir, what age were you when you got molested?
Which time? The first time?
First time, yeah.
That was like 2.5. Yeah.
Who was it?
Tommy. It was really
God damn
Tommy.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really sensitive. I'm gonna need some more pretzels after this talk.
The weird thing about me is when I was 5, and I never even heard of this happen. It's something weird just a day like this. But when I was 5, I molested my uncle. And he was drunk. I can still remember his stinking breath. You know what I mean? That breath. As I was pulling down a zipper, I thought, oh, this is disgusting. You know? But you know what? I push it out. What I try to do is suppress all that.
Sure.
Yeah. Suppress it.
That's what they tell you to do.
I think they do.
Dig deep and bury it down there.
Yeah, well, I know when I went to see the therapist, I was like, shut up! Shut up! And then left.
They say bury it deep and tell no one.
Yeah, that's the best thing. Put on a happy face. That's what I like to do.
Now there's a musical.
What I like to do is, when I have a bad memory, just do a funny dance. I was doing like the funny dance to Anthony's music yesterday as soon as the show started. And I saw him just be like, oh boy, that's going to be long. I don't know whether he's mocking my brother's music or he's just having fun. It was a lot of fun being on that show.
Yeah. I saw.
You know what I like to do on any given day is multiple radio shows.
Yeah, I know. That's your favorite thing.
Yeah, I know. And people are like, oh, it must be hard. And I'm like, no, your job is probably hard. I would be doing, like, if I got hired to do your job, whoever you are, I'd still be doing the same thing as I'm doing now.
Yes.
Be sitting around a table, wasting time. Mm-hmm. This is the only place where people go, that's good, what you're doing. You walk around, you see something on TV, you make fun of it.
This is what you get in trouble for at other jobs. And then they say, got time to lean.
I got time to lean. That's what I like to say. When I got time to lean, I got time to lean.
I leaned 3 shows today.
I put it this way. If I have time to clean, I have time to lean.
Sometimes I'm in mid-clean and I'm like, what am I doing with myself? I should be leaning right now.
Oh. Love leaning. Hate standing straight up. Joey, I didn't even ask you what you got that last person in the pretty good prize closet.
He won a prize last night, post-show.
Oh, that's sweet.
He's an opera singer, and a prize is the signed CD, We Walk This Road, signed by Robert Randolph.
Oh, nice. God, love the Robert Randolph. If I was an opera singer, that's the first thing I'd love to get.
I like the song that you just did. It's going to be hard to come up with an original one every time someone wins a prize.
You're in the closet, man. Closet man. Go and pick up your Randolph prize. Mars ain't the kind of play. Why do you think, why do you think that he thought that it would be a good line to say Mars ain't the kind of place to raise your kids?
I don't know.
In fact, it's cold as hell.
It's kind
and then
of
he says this, there ain't no one there to raise them if you did.
Like no nannies to hire?
The lack of oxygen is even a bigger problem than loneliness and the scarcity of preschools on Mars.
As far as we can tell, there's barely any liquid water up there.
There's none. Almost none.
You said liquid water the other day?
Liquid water, yeah.
Yeah.
It's liquid water.
I'll make sure people know.
As opposed to ice?
It's the good stuff, the liquid water.
Steam? Delicious.
Did you watch a ball game last night?
Yeah, I watched that thing.
Do you remember when the Steelers Ravens was like the most exciting, hard-hitting game of the year?
Yeah.
And we're going back a ways, about a year and a half, 2 years ago. And then for some reason, this has just become a casual game with bad play, bad coaching, and just an all-around... Am I crazy? It seems like a lackluster season.
The NFL sucks right
Really?
now. It straight up sucks. No, if you look through the games for the week, there's no good games happening. Even the 3-0 teams, like, okay, I guess, like the Panthers, Bucks. No one wants. I mean, if you really want to watch Panthers, Bucks,
Well, the Bucks aren't 3-0; they're 1-2.
Panthers are 3-0.
Yeah, well, that's always good. Yeah, but that's the thing. You can't. What? One good team is playing a bad team, and you're shocked that you don't love it. I don't know where I am on this season.
Well,
I was bored watching that thing last night.
It was not an exciting game, and you've got to fucking let your guy kick it. So he missed two. We give up on him. He's done.
You could have sealed the goddamn game, Tomlin. What the hell were you thinking?
He was thinking he didn't trust his kicker, so he takes a guy who's only been in the system for like a week and a half and says, fucking get us a first down on a yard. It was driving me nuts.
Throughout the entire game, they were saying Vic doesn't always do it.
You guys acting like you...
Oh, he's just braiding my hair. That's what we do.
Why do you guys act like it's the most boring story in the world?
It's not.
It was not. I listen to them when you start to talk about how you're unhappy with your body. I focus on it. What about my wants and desires?
It's Thursday Night Football. Come on.
He hates it. You hate football?
No, I just like don't understand it at all. It's one of those things. And I try really hard, but
you're never going to find anybody.
That's why I eat so much. That's why you got pretzels.
No. Did you really get yourself pretzels in the middle of the show? No. Okay, well, there's somebody else.
Yeah, they're snack pretzels for everyone.
Why did they need snack pretzels from one of my on-air personalities?
Next time I want you guys getting the pretzels.
I like that.
Everybody gets their own pretzels from now on.
I do like the storage bins they have in the pretzels over there, though.
Why?
They're so, like the little button. I'm very easily amused, too.
Except for if someone's talking about football.
There were just so many names and numbers being... it was like $3, so it was, yeah. It was a lot all at once.
All right, $3.
$3, so.
Love that team, the $3.
It's actually my hometown team.
I'm going to fucking quote a little rock song, and I'll just say this to both of you. If you're bored, then you're boring. I'll just leave it at that.
That's so true.
Paranoia, coming to get me. I'm so disappointed that we fucked up the opening to GPS. So disappointed.
I hope we can fix it.
Just run the one that we have. Let's just run it. No one cares, so I don't care.
I care.
I care.
You certainly don't care, Chris. You let us sit for 24. Why do people think that they can just talk to you when they see you? Like the phones don't work. You know what I mean? That's like if Chris was to this. Oh, I see a rapist climbing into Ron's window. I'll make sure I let him know tomorrow at work when I see him. During the show, I'll let him. And then he says to me during the commercial, hey, we can fix this during the show. What do you want to do? I had this thing ready for a month, and now they want to fix it at the last second. Can you cry blood? Is that possible? Forrest, what is it?
Hey guys, I was a stagehand at the Met for years, and if I remember correctly, 10 years ago the average opera goer was 70, and I think that age is now 80. So you may want to think about a career pivot.
Well, let me just tell you this, Forrest. Sometimes I don't think you can see the forest for the trees.
I don't get it.
Number two, here's the two things that people, and it's one of the things that you don't think of, but two things that hurt both ballet and opera in New York City was the 1980s AIDS plague.
Yeah.
That audience was caught up in that, and it cost us a very high culture place. And it seems like the people who weren't part of that,
Yeah.
they like Glee.
The first time I ever heard it was Fran Lewitz was saying that theory, and
That's exactly right.
And I never had heard that before, and it made so much sense because what she was saying is the boldest people, the people who were living on the edge, the people who were embracing life, were wiped out.
For any art form to work, and people don't, and this is what later became known as GPS, was called the scene, got watered down to GPS. But you have to have a discerning audience to care about anything.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit, why we focused on this, and you'll hear it if you listen to GPS tomorrow, was because not only were there were great bands there,
right,
because at the time there was an audience who demanded great hard rock bands. And if you wanted to get on stage in Detroit, you had to be ready to kick out the fucking jams. Literally, they would yell at people, kick out the jams.
And that's you seeing how an audience can mold a scene as well.
Right.
Like, because they're going off of their energy.
Right.
And it's obvious what they liked at that time. And it just kept spitting out more bands like that. It's crazy. And the sounds got bigger.
The bands raised their hype every time they came out. They're like, I'm going into this scene. They've already seen The Who. They've seen Led Zeppelin. And just because I'm local, I got to even be able to beat that.
Yeah.
I got to get louder. I got to get prouder. I got to rock.
I love a scene that has that element to it where the people there would rather see their own local bands than they would even the big touring bands.
Now let's go back to what Mr. Chris Stanley was talking about when he was saying he is depressed with professional football. One of the reasons is you've taken the real football fan and you've priced him out of being able to afford to go to the games, and you have these apathetic, richer corporate people who don't live and die with their football team. When you used to go to the games I went to was Philadelphia Eagles games. That was a blue collar stadium. Cleveland was a blue collar stadium. Chicago was a blue collar stadium. And now you'll go, Washington, people don't even understand this. Washington, D.C. in the 70s and the 80s, those people would be kicking on the floor. The stands would be shaking like they were going to get out. You go to a game now and there's people like, I can't believe we're losing this. We better go.
I think of that all the time anytime you see a team getting kind of shut down and the audience just disappears. The crowd is just gone. And you're like, this cannot help your team. And that's because it probably really isn't their team.
I don't care whether they're winning or losing. If it's the fourth quarter, people start to leave to beat the traffic.
It's terrible.
So they don't care. You do not have a discerning audience. They do not care. So that's it.
I've been to a couple of the Cosmos games in out in Queens, I guess is Long Island.
Queens.
And they have their group that are core group of fans, the supporters, which, like that's typical of most, soccer teams have that thing. And they're going nuts, whether they're losing, whether they're winning. They stay the entire time. They stay after. They're just
committed.
They're completely committed, and they're singing and they're dancing from start to finish.
Now, if that sport starts to get popular there, Then sooner or later, Pepsi buys a bunch of tickets, and those people are pushed further and further back.
Yeah.
And no one will give a shit anymore. And everyone's like, I don't know what happened to soccer. It used to be so rowdy and fun. Stanley, you're a fan of which team?
In soccer?
No, in football.
Giants.
Why don't you go to a game and hang yourself on the scoreboard as a way of saying, pointing out, look what's happened to the sport.
If you're really dedicated.
And I'll be on TV later like, I think he was upset because the fans don't seem to be into it anymore, and it's just kind of lost some of the fun for him.
This is because of you people.
Here is Chris in Philly.
Hey, Bennington, how are you?
Good.
To get to your point, that's what makes college football stadiums pretty exciting to go to, because a third of the stadium is filled with drunk college students that can afford to go to the game.
I have a bigger problem with drunk used-to-be college students now are 40 years old.
Alum.
And still showing up at their old frat house. I was a brother here in 1987. Let's see, our picture should be over there. We used to fucking party a lot more than you guys. We used to party so much, two of my friends died. I mean, that's how great it was when I was a cop. I had 3 friends OD. Maybe because I used to cut to meth with rat poison. That's when my frat brothers gave me the nickname Rat Poison. Anyway, who wants to do some meth?
Still cut.
Just with a little rat poison.
All right, Ratty, let's go.
Also, they call me that because I was into poison really big at the time. Love poison. Mark, Chicago.
Hey, what's going on, guys? And lady.
Hey.
Hey, I just wanted to talk to you about this and everything else. The Cubs, I'm from Chicago. The Cubs are obviously winning now. But for the last, 10 years, that whole area has just exploded with a lot of money and everything else. So you don't really have the hardcore fans there anymore. You have a lot of yuppies and a lot of young business professionals that don't really give a damn about the game at all. I mean, I remember one time I was actually at a game in the stands, and they were losing. This was a couple of years ago when they weren't winning. And there was these 2 girls behind me and everything else, and they were just yapping on and on. I knew more about their wedding plans and their life than I should have ever known about who they were as people.
Wrigley, oddly, I've never seen as many women at any game ever as you'll see as Wrigley Field. A lot of attractive women because it's a day game, I think, and you can get a tan and you can drink beer, and then, that neighborhood is fun, after the games. But there are a lot of women at Cubs games.
Well, there's just actually, it's become a very, besides it being one of the murder capitals of the world, it's become a very attractive city to be in because there's a lot of trendy things that are going on here, craft beer and games and
it's like any city.
And it's becoming a very good thing.
Well, the north side, the north side of Chicago is very fun, very post-college, great bars, good food. And then the south part of Chicago is
Guntown.
Yeah, the baby and grandma both got hit by stray bullets. Let me tell you. Yeah.
Even the west side, man. Even the west side is becoming where I live. I live in Ukrainian Village. I'm at your Brennan Western, and that's a huge up-and-coming area. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of attractive women that are huge fans of it, but because it's been so trendy to go to these games, it's become like an
I know, but you know what? The first Cup game I went to was decades ago, and I said the same thing about it. I'm like, it doesn't seem like baseball fans. And then I did the first time I went to Chicago, I was not a fan of the city. The second time I went, I wasn't crazy about the city. The third and fourth time, I'm like, I could get into this. This seems like fun. And now I like it. But it took me a long time to get that Midwestern post-college vibe that goes on there. They do show up at a lot of events, though. That's why comedy has always done good there. Second City has always done well, a lot of improv. And until recently has been a very affordable city. Now it's starting to catch up with other American cities. But I'll tell you this. I remember a couple years ago that I was complaining about the fact there were so many murders and shit in the south side of Chicago. I'm like, why don't we just fill that place up with cops until it stops? Just have a cop everywhere. You know, all the rest of the country chips in some money, and we'll put an end to this shit and let the people of the south side, the 95% of them that aren't into gangs and shooting each other, and we'll make that 95% of the south side safe. And then we'll figure out after we get it safe is there shit that we can build. And everyone's like, oh, what you're saying is crazy. It's too expensive. It'll never work. The other day, when the Pope was here, the Pope was using my block as an on and off ramp. Mm-hmm. Between my house and here, if I didn't see 1,000 cops, I guarantee you I saw 500 policemen on foot every couple of feet. And I'm like, if we can do this for one Argentinian who fucking comes here, why wouldn't we be able to do it? They found that money somewhere.
Right.
When the UN's in town, forget about it. They'll block off streets so you can't go here and there. Why aren't we saying that those people in the south side of Chicago are every bit as important as the Pope or the UN people? That's what's crazy.
They'll show up when they think there's going to be riots. They'll show up with gear. They'll show up with...
How the same people show up, and that's where they work.
Yeah.
And you know what? Put a few less cops in the uppy area because, let's face it, they're pretty safe there.
They're doing it right.
Yeah. Here's Ryan. Ryan.
Hey, good afternoon, guys.
Good.
I grew up here in Raleigh, and up the road, of course, is the world-famous Durham Bulls. And I always grew up going to the minor league games, you know, with them. And, you know, I mean, the most expensive ticket was, you know, $10, and that gets you behind home plate in the shelter and the great food, great atmosphere, and you found the kind of the truest of fans. And I never went to a professional baseball game until, I don't know, the late 90s. It was down in the Braves, and I ended up spending $55 for an upper level ticket. And it's kind of crazy. You just price yourself out. I think that's why the MLB was one of the first professional sports to go on the decline. I think they're just pricing themselves like in the NFL.
And yet they're making more money all the time. You say that, you act like they're on the decline, but the fact of the matter is you make more money as a Major League Baseball player than you will as a basketball player, football player, certainly a lot more than a hockey player.
It's not even close. It's ridiculous. All the guaranteed cash these guys get. It's really crazy.
And there's no guaranteed cash if you're playing in the NFL.
Fuck no.
If Peyton Manning got hurt tomorrow, they're like, dude, I don't owe you anything.
Beat it.
You don't get shit from me.
Beat it.
Because you're hurt.
Necky.
Here's Bruce. Bruce in NYC.
Hey, what's up, guys? I do believe that it's the audience, but also I think a big part is just that a lot of these guys don't seem like teammates anymore. The whole thing's become like a big business, like a franchise. Like, you don't see them hanging out.
It is a big business. You don't have a chance to hang out. You're making $150 million. You're fucking thinking about that every minute of the day. You don't. This isn't a hangout thing for these guys.
No, but you remember in the past, like I saw a documentary on like the fearsome foursome, and those guys like hung out together. They were like best friends.
Yeah,
and I think that
they were making $45,000 a year, and you know, in the off season they would go load trucks. You know what I mean? Of course, you're just going to be They acted like regular guys because they were. They used to say back in the days of like Mickey Mantle and all that, when everybody used to go out to the same bars, the sports reporters and the professional baseball players, there was only like about 10 grand difference between both their salaries. And then as soon as the salaries went up for the reporters started to hate them, started to demand more of them. You know what I mean? Yeah. They just didn't see him as a regular guy. They're like, how could you're making this much money? How could you ever strike out? Well, the fact that you're getting paid more money shouldn't mean that you strike out less. Right. Like, if you were doing this job now, yeah, you negotiate at a certain point and get the money, but after that, you go and do the job, no matter what the job is. Doesn't mean that you're going to be, if somebody came in and like we paid Chris Stanley 10 times more than he's getting now, okay? So that if he started making literally $50,000 a year, would that mean that he would be 10 times better? And the fact of the matter is, no. You know what I mean? You
Still be me.
you work now to the best of your abilities.
Yes.
And you're going to work to your best abilities if we paid you more money. But we can't be like, Chris, we paid you more money. How are you not more entertaining? How are you still chewing on your tongue half the time?
But yet I feel like everyone expects that. I mean, even when you get a raise from a boss, like the immediate thing is like, no, you're really going to have to step it up. And it's like, no, I've been working really hard this whole time. And what I'm saying is this is what I deserve.
Right. You gotta live and breathe here. Put your children up for adoption. That's what I'm asking you to do.
Eating up too much of your time.
I remember when I was a little kid and we would play sports and the coach said, I need 100% out of you. I go, oh, that's way too much. I go, first of all, I go to school. So that's a big part of where I'm going. Other than that, I'm a hangout guy. I like to be on the streets. That's probably my real fun place.
It's your passion.
If I give you 15%, because I can't even give you 100% during the game. During the game, I'm going to be thinking about this stuff. We'll see friends of mine. I'll be asking them, what are we going to do later? I don't want to miss out on stuff just because I joined a team. And I don't like running hard. If someone comes near me, yes.
Yeah, all right.
But if they're on the other side, I feel like they're out of where I could effectively be part of this play.
I'm going to chase that guy down, for real.
I feel like even if I was faster, I couldn't catch him. So I let him go. Save my energy. This, talking to friends, making plans for later.
That guy earned it.
My dad came and he was like videotaping like before the game, and like he always busted my balls about this because when everybody's doing calisthenics, I act like there was something wrong with my pads, and I was just trying to fucking fix my pads. Like, what is this? Fuck, I guess that feels okay. Hit me on the shoulders. No, keep hitting me on the shoulders a little bit. I'm going to see if it's tight enough until the calisthenics are over. Don't like to be over there doing calisthenics. Save my energy if I get my pads nice and tight. Thank God we thought we lost her. It's Janice in Chicago. Janice.
Oh, thank God.
I'm sorry.
Earlier today, we were sure something happened to you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Originally I called to say there was a band on WGN this morning.
Yeah.
And they were singing about cunnilingus. And it took everybody a while, and suddenly it just went like dead.
No one ever heard the cunning linguist bit before?
Apparently not. But it's so funny because everybody's going nuts. They had Biff in with DeLorean, and
The whole thing was crazy, huh?
they're replaying Back to the Future.
Sure. Yeah, everybody loves that. Isn't this an anniversary for them, Chris? Back to the Future?
It's 30
I think it was
years.
5 years. 5 years ago this week.
Wow.
Back to the Future came out.
And in it,
Yeah.
And one of the television stations, it's called CLTV.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Chicagoland Television, whatever. In the crawl, sometimes they'll have how many people were shot today.
Oh, Jesus.
And how many? I know, it's unfucking believable.
Well, Chris is doing a nice laugh when we just had that huge school shooting tomorrow. Offensive.
Boy, when I worked for the post office, it used to be going postal, and now it's all these kids.
Yeah, now nobody in postal even goes postal anymore.
I know.
It's like the safest place is the post office suddenly.
I know, and it's like now, if anything, they should be going postal. We have so many knuckleheads running the show.
Now, you're a Chicago Bears fan, and it used to be one of the scariest places in the world was to play at Soldier Field because people would be so fired up. They loved hard hitting there. Is it still the same way?
Well, the other day, it just aggravates me because Cutler, the fans are so, they should know when to make noise and when not to make noise.
Right.
He shouldn't have to tell you to shut the fuck up.
I know.
Because they're on the goal line and they need to hear.
Again, it's lack of a discerning audience. It's lack of an audience who cares about how the game is played and how you're supposed to assist your team.
It used to, and it was so much fun when we used to go. And every Monday I'd be like this because I couldn't tell you. I'd be yelling so much.
Well, she and Mike used to do this at every game. They would always sing this. Soldier Field, we play the games at Soldier Field. Anyone ever dress up as a bear? Like,
no, but we have one guy who carries the flag who has a bear head hat.
She just puts a bear head on. Just puts a bear head on. Any chance you guys go, all right, let's show our bare asses and just lean over? Everyone show their bare asses and good luck.
They'll get it.
Yeah. They'll understand what we mean. Was the greatest year of your life, what was that, 86?
Yeah, the 85 Bears.
Yeah, 85. Super Bowl in 86.
That was fun.
Do me a favor. This is the 50th Super Bowl, right?
Yeah,
Chris,
5-0.
check for me and see how many of those were won by the Eagles. I just want to sit here and feel good about myself.
I'll look that up.
After that, for Joey Jojo, check and see how many were won by the Vikings.
Could you do that for me? Thank you.
Not seeing a lot here. Haven't gone through the whole list yet, though.
All right, Janice, we'll talk to you later, darling.
I think when they do the NFL thing on the Bears,
yeah,
the voiceover at the end says, "What should have been the youngest dynasty in the league."
That's
was
true,
not to
though.
be."
It was supposed to be.
That's true. It seemed like they would never lose.
Just one. Just one out of it.
Just one and done. One and
it's
done.
funny,
That's your
too, 'cause
Bears.
Ditka still feels bad that Walter didn't.
Yeah,
like,
well, you should feel worse. The only way I would let Ditka get away with that is that if he went out and hung himself in Soldier Field and said, I should have never done. If he was wearing a T-shirt that said, I should have never done this to Sweetness, and he jumps off the goalpost and he's just hanging. Well,
rip me off.
Yeah. All right, we'll talk to you later, honey.
Okay.
All right, bye-bye. Oh, she's so sweet, isn't she?
Oh, sweet, sweet Janice.
Sweet Janice. Soldier Field, oh my little Soldier Field. I don't know why they don't do that. It's kind of sad that they haven't picked that up after all this time.
Instead, they play Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy.
Superman.
That was big for 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Gigantic.
A great 5 minutes, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was great.
Such a good dance.
Well, was that the last dance craze we had?
Lean back?
No, there was lean back.
Lean back is just the easiest thing ever.
It's great.
Well, now there's
Nay-nay,
watch me whip, watch me nay-nay.
Yeah, I do like the nay-nay thing only because it's confusing.
Yeah.
Teach me how to Dougie.
Teach Me How to Dougie was so confusing. They had to make a song that was like, teach me, please. Can anyone show me? I still don't know how to Dougie. It's really hard. It looks hard.
All right, this would actually be a decent thing to look into once. And Chris, once we get this together, give me some bad imaging that's really embarrassing, and then I'll put it out as a special. But what is the best dance/song? Because when a song is about a dance, I mean, when you just have a song called the mashed potato so people can do the mashed potato.
That was the first one that came to mind. And it's also one of my favorite dances of all time. The mashed potatoes.
It doesn't seem like it's too much like a Charlie Brown dance.
I think that's what I like about it.
Bum bum bum,
But all mashed potatoes for most genres. I think it works for a lot of genres. You don't have to just mash potatoes during mashed potatoes.
No, you're right about that.
And then there was also gravy. Come on, baby, I need gravy.
Yeah.
And then you do the mashed potatoes, and then you go like this with your hands. You put gravy on it. This is a great song, actually.
Turn around so we can all say, it's a great fucking dance still. That's pretty good, Gail. Wait, I just thought of something terrific while you were doing this. And I noticed Kashmir was digging your dance. Are you a dancer, Kashmir?
I try.
See, here's the thing. Gail goes out dancing with friends that you might like.
I do have a lot of friends.
Do you think they would be mean or nice to him, though?
Some
they're
are
mean friends.
Some are, but they're mean to each other.
Okay.
Does that
bother you?
No, I like that. That's
Okay.
fine. Yeah. If it's a give and take, yeah.
You know who asked me for a pic of Kashmir?
Who's that?
Old Fez.
Snap, son.
No, he did the other day. All right, I'm going to show you. To me, this is I think it's from a Cleveland TV station, and it's when the kids were doing the horse, and this was like in the late 60s, I guess. Let me see the opening to it too, Chris, to see if it's the right one. And I don't know what this dance party was. It may be in black and white, Chris, but I might not even be able to. Oh, wait. Turn it up so I can hear it. See, I'll know it. We should tweet this.
Okay, this is Barry Richards, the boss with the hot sauce. And on Groovin' today, Cliff Nobles and Company. And they're going to do their big #1 record all over the country. A stone million seller. This is Cliff Nobles, and there's little Tina. They're going to dance the horse.
I don't think this is it, Chris, though. Because they're on stage. This was like a dance party type show. Yeah, keep looking around for it. By the way, The Horse is one of the greatest songs of all time. It may have been in black and white. And I'd have to look that up. I gotta... All right, here you go. Yeah, this is it.
Teen Time?
Yeah, it's Teen Time. That's the name
Yes.
of it. All right, turn it up.
I wanted to talk a little bit, just a couple of seconds, about a show that's coming to the Civic Arena
Listen to
in
the show.
Pittsburgh, not to be confused with the Steubenville Community Arena in Steubenville. Civic Arena in Pittsburgh, July 5th. I believe that is a Friday night. Or, let's see. 7th, 6th, 5th. Friday night, I think. And, well, anyway, it's going to star the Young Rascals, along with the Magistrates, who have one of the versions of Here Comes the Judge, a group called the Tidal Wave, and Friend and Lover, Reach Out of the Darkness, and a group from Pittsburgh called the Entertainers, along with this fella who has the hottest record in the country, no doubt about it. It's called The Horse, Cliff Nobles and Company.
Now watch the kids dancing. Look at these fucking kids. They're amazing.
That's a great dance.
These two got a lot of airtime. Look at this dude. He's getting it.
Yes.
All right, this little blonde girl here is the hottest chick in the whole world.
She's so cute.
Yeah. And she is filled with a little something called I don't give a fuck.
Okay, this is a great dance.
Yeah, it's amazing. You weren't familiar with The Horse?
No, this is a good one. It's going in the repertoire.
I think it's very interracial for the 60s, too. All right, look. They're kind of getting a line going with The Horse as part of it. Teen Time, Cleveland.
Welcome to Teen Time.
Look at that hot little blonde. She's amazing.
I like this beehive girl right here.
Yeah, she's pretty cool. No, she's beehiving in like 1968 too.
I'm a big fan of the beehive.
Sure. That's so cool. Hey, Chris, what's up, buddy?
Hey, yeah, you guys were talking about Chicago, and I was thinking about the Blues Brothers and Shake Your Tail Feather by Ray Charles from that movie. It was a great song about dancing.
I love that
and that
song.
was like literally telling people what to do while the song was going on. Like literally telling people to lean over now.
Yeah. This is how you do it. I love that song.
I like the fact that the Hanson brothers brought it back and did like almost the entire scene, but with their own song. I love when people do that. Amy Mann did it with her own video too.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic. Your buddy Tom Sharpling directed that.
That's right.
Well, I know that the Boogaloo is out of sight, but the shing-a-ling's a thing tonight. But if that was you and me, baby.
I don't know if I like the professional dancers in this stuff.
I know.
I like teen time dancers.
They danced to this in Hairspray, too. The
Yeah,
original
you can do
Hairspray.
everything in this song. He gets so many dances.
Mm-hmm.
Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, baby. How we go loop-de-loop. Shake it out, baby. Here we go loop-de-lop. Bend over, let me see you shake your tail feather. Bend over, let me see you shake your tail feather. Come on, let me see you shake your tail feather. Come on, let me see you shake your tail feather.
Let's go over here to Jay. Jay, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Yeah.
How about that Humpty dance?
You know, the
Dance
Humpty...
to do the Humpty dance. And, you know,
Yeah. People love to do the Humpty dance about the same time, too, as this is when people start doing the butt.
Love the butt.
Yeah.
Doing the butt.
Wow. Sexy, sexy.
The image and the style that you used to. I look funny. But yo, I'm making money, see? So yo, world, I hope you're ready for me. Now gather round. I'm the new fool in town, and my sounds laid
This guy should have been gigantic. He should have gotten movies, TV shows.
Let me introduce myself.
My name is Humpty. Pronounced with the Humpty.
Yo, ladies, oh, how I like to funk thee. And all the rappers in the top 10, please allow me to bump thee.
I like that. Mark, what's up?
Hey, man. Junior Walker in the All-Stars. Shotgun. Great song. And the only instructional I've ever seen is in the movie Malcolm X, when it's an early scene when they're in one of the ballrooms, and they're all doing the shotgun.
First of all, it is such a great song. Now listen how different the sax sounds in this than it does from like 70s or 80s sax. It's amazing. Now, what about when you grew up in Houston, Texas, and you not only sing, but you can dance as good as you want to? Literally, as good as you want to. I always thought that was the greatest opening.
You set the bar.
Yeah. And then you turn around, you got to fucking tighten up for people. We do a thing, we call it tighten up. Now, tighten it up now. You're telling people to actually make it tighter. Here we go.
This is Bennington on Raw Dog 99, Sirius XM's Comedy Club.
You know, I'm here with my young intern, Kashmir, who I've taken under my wing. And you said you're looking at the dating life, right? You're a young man in college, you like to start dating.
Yeah.
You need to learn to cook fantastic meals for people when they come over. I'm a Blue Apron guy. So when people come to my house, and I am not saying this lightly, I cook as good as any restaurant in my area. Why? Because I get Blue Apron sent to me. I get all the great ingredients. This week, one of the things I'm doing is steak with purple potatoes. Now, the only people making purple potatoes There's me and Prince. That's it. So if somebody comes to your house for a date, you made them this, they're honestly going to feel like they're on a date with Prince. That's what you got to turn around for yourself, dude.
Damn.
Gail, you're a Blue Apron person, right?
I am.
How long have you been doing it?
I have been doing it for, I think, a little over a year and a half now. And loving it.
Actually coming up on 2 years because the first time was a Christmas present from me to you.
That's right. So, yeah, this December will be 2 years for me.
Also, later this week, crispy catfish I'll be making. And tonight, I'm making a chili.
Can I tell you something that I'm making? Because, I do one vegetarian meal.
Yeah.
I'm doing fingerling potato and kale hash with eggs in it. And I'm going to tell you, I might do it as a brunch this weekend.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I might do it as a brunch.
I might be having a brunch, too, if it's crispy catfish is your brunch thing. Because I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that sounds great.
But you always do one vegetarian every week.
Yeah, I started doing that not too long ago because the vegetarian dishes looked really good to me, and I wanted to give them a go for a little while.
Yeah, they're excellent. Feel all thrown off. I hope there's a lot of chili throughout this year, too, because sometimes you do like a turkey chili. Then you also do chilies from around the world.
Yeah.
This is the thing. Not only am I making great American food, I'm making great European foods, Italian foods, French foods, Asian foods, Cambodian foods, African dishes. And I did not know how to cook before this started. I did not know how to cook at all. Now, any recipe that shows up, I feel incredibly confident. And I go out of my way now. I have nice knives. I got myself a nice nut board. I'm living like a chef, really. Like a chef in a movie.
Even if you dabbled with cooking before, I feel like it's a much more relaxing experience.
Because you're not going out and buying these things yourself.
Yeah, and I think, like what you said, the confidence, now even when I cook something on my own that I'm not cooking from Blue Apron, like I've learned so many techniques from them that I...
Bradley Cooper is a movie chef.
Mm-hmm, that's true.
And I'm not saying this to start any trouble, but I will stomp Bradley Cooper in the kitchen. And if you want to, let's take it to Bryn Mawr, your hometown, in front of everybody you grew up with, Bradley. The day that the movie comes out, we're going to do the Bryn Mawr Film Forum, I think is the name of it. The Bryn Mawr something. The Institute of Film. They have great little theater there. And I'll go, all right, let's have your world premiere set up. And then we set up a kitchen in front of all your hometown. And then we blindfold everybody in your hometown. And they've got a taste test. And I think I'll beat him.
I know you could.
Now I'm starting to worry because he is a movie star. You're overpaying at some of these restaurants, or you're spending half your time preparing something at home. Blue Apron changes all that. Farm fresh ingredients, step-by-step recipes. By the way, you get little pictures, and if I'm ever confused about anything, there's videos on there. So that's how I learned how to chop. If I'm going to be totally honest, I learned how to chop watching those videos, chopping along with them. And now I'm like, I could dice anything so incredibly fast.
Yeah, my knife skills have improved so much.
They'd have to.
Yeah.
Your knife skills improve because you know what you're doing. Before that, you didn't know what you were doing.
Yes.
You were all wrists, like,
just hacking away at my produce.
For less than $9 per meal. That's the amazing thing. Now, you live in New York City, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know you can't get a $9 meal.
That's a coffee.
Blue Apron sends you fresh ingredients and perfectly proportioned. Also, for a person like yourself who's in spin classes, each meal is only 500 to 700 calories per serving, prepared to taste delicious. There's another thing I learned from Blue Apron, the food combining, where you understand, this is why this food goes with this food, because you put them together and they taste delicious. But for a young single man yourself that's out there to impress, this is the perfect date night.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta get on that, yeah.
It's when you say, no, come over, I'm taking care of everything. I got it all. If you want, bring a pie. That's what I would say. Bring a pie.
If you insist.
Yeah.
Up you can.
Or bring $9. I love it. Blue Apron.
Your first 2 meals are free when you go to blueapron.com/rawdog. Dinner should be healthy and delicious. Get your first 2 meals free at blueapron.com/rawdog.
GPS this weekend, 3 o'clock on Friday. You gonna be listening, or Saturday?
Saturday, 3 p.m. on Deep Tracks 27.
Are you going to be listening, Gail?
I will be listening.
Joe, are you going to be listening?
I will be listening.
Chris?
I'm there.
Kashmir?
Oh, yeah.
Everyone?
If we're all going to be there, you can be there. We're going to be talking about the rock that shaped Detroit. Now, every time I bring up Detroit music, everyone's like, Motown. Yeah, I love Motown. I'm like, yeah, we all know about Motown. I'm going to be giving you a whole different kind of rock that came out of Detroit.
We're saluting the rock.
Yes, for those about the rock, we salute you. I think that's in the opening, right after we built this city. I say we leave the opening as it is. Just slap it on there and change city to shitty and let it roll.
No. I say I work to make it better for Saturday.
Why did you wait 24 hours to even say that?
Because I waited to see you in person. It's a bad choice in hindsight.
2020.
This is what I actually was talking to Dave about yesterday. Dave tells me that you sign off Skype even before we get to the goodbyes. That's how quick you are to want to get out of there.
I say goodbye and then we sign off.
Mm-mm. I'm telling you what he told me.
Okay.
And I believe Dave now. He was so damn funny yesterday and crazier than ever. Just... so funny and crazy and great. Thanks for listening, though. Thanks for watching. Oh, you had to go off to a screening yesterday.
I was at a screening, yeah.
What movie?
The movie is called Bridge of Spies.
Oh, the old Robin Trower song.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait, that's Bridge of Spies. Tell us about Bridge of Spies.
Bridge of Spies. It's the new Spielberg movie.
Steven Spielberg?
Yeah, actually.
I remember him from years ago. That E.T. thing. I never watched the end of that. Did E.T. stay?
Yeah, forever.
Good.
That's how it ends. Is he goes, E.T. stay forever.
Turn on your hot light. You're a little alien from outer space. You like to lay with teddy bears and dress up like a girl. You got a hot light. Come into the prize closet, please. It's a pretty good prize closet. So did you like it?
Mm-hmm. I did.
How many stars would you give it out of 100 stars?
I would give it 99 stars.
So you think this wins the Oscar this year, Bridge of Spies?
Bridge of Spies. Yeah, it's definitely a contender.
Well, there is a person from that movie coming in, but I don't want anybody to know who it is because I don't want anybody to call them and, bother them.
Sure. I understand.
What'd you think of Mr. Hanks in this? It's Tom Hanks.
T. Hanks.
Best movie he's ever done?
Tanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks for the memory, I like to call him. Did you love him?
Oh yeah, he's in full Tom Hanks form in this movie.
Who else is in this movie?
Well, it's got a great cast.
Did you fall asleep watching
No.
this? You couldn't be less committed to talking about this movie.
I didn't know that I was going to do an oral report.
You're always going to do an oral report when you work in radio.
I know, but I thought the report was due Monday.
So you didn't really watch it.
I did watch it.
I'll tell you, I could go. You asked me about any movie, I could talk about it for 15 minutes, even if I haven't seen it in 40 years. Go and ask about any movie. Go ahead, Kashmir.
Ooh, that's a good one.
You don't watch movies, do you?
I don't know. Like I try to, but all the movies I feel like I watch are like pretty not that great. Last one one of my Francis Ha. I don't know if you ever saw that one.
Of course, I saw Francis Ha.
Did you see it in the last 4 years?
Yeah.
There we go. Perfect.
So your thing is you don't like to see movies?
No, I like to, but it's one of those. I don't know when I go into the movies. Like I talk myself down from going because I feel like I won't be able to focus for 2 hours. But then when I get there, it's so much fun. So it's like the pre-movie.
But it feels like it's pressure for you.
It is
feels
a lot
like
of
it's a problem.
And I feel like if I hate it, I can't walk out because then I'd be rude. So it's a lot of
Rude to who? A screen?
No,
a faceless screen?
Yeah.
Or do you think the usher's going to feel bad? I worked so hard to set this movie up, and now he's walking out on me.
I showed him where his seat was just for him to leave. I know. Yeah.
Where do you go that they still show you your seat? Where you see movies in the 1950s?
No, my theater in Jersey, they just revamped it, and there's 8 seats in it, and they're all jumbo size, like couches. You have to like reserve them a week in advance. It's so great.
What theater is this?
It's like AMC AMC.
AMC.
Yeah, they're starting to like do that all around. They're just like making like super plush seats.
But you're paying more money for it.
I know, but that's the other thing. Then I'm wasting my money if I don't like the movie.
Everybody feels like you watch a movie now, you have to have a dentist chair. You have to be all laid back.
And be put out with anesthesia, and then you wake up, yeah.
I like a nice hard chair. It's good for the back support.
I like to sit on an old wooden bench.
Lean forward.
Yeah. And then I like to have a piano player there playing while I watch a silent film. I wonder in silent films people ever did this. Shh. Shh. Warning it. Or I would just say to someone, read out loud, please.
While I rest my eyes.
I don't know if I can do this for 2 hours. I'm so nervous. I loved Francis Ha, though. That was the last movie I liked. Black and white. That was one of those movies that Manhattan as a character as well. New York actually becomes a character in this movie. How many times have you ever hear that? No one ever says, I watched this movie. One of the characters is Cincinnati.
My favorite character.
If you went by movies, no one in Cincinnati ever falls in love.
I get it, but I just didn't find Cincinnati very believable.
I have an idea for a rom-com. It's set in Akron. And what happens is...
There's just not enough good roles for smaller cities.
There's a... that's funny. Or older cities. Sad.
I know.
It seems like a city gets to an age. And no. There's a movie coming out this weekend called Manhattan Romance. Or as I call it, hipsterism. But I'm looking, and it's, just having Manhattan in it. I'm like, I'm going to watch it this weekend. I can't not watch it if they put New York in the movie. I just
live
can't.
there.
Yeah. Because you're like basically showing my hometown in a movie.
And then so I can sit there and go, no, that's not there. That's stupid.
They are doing a movie in Ybor City, the city of your...
Really?
Yeah, the
of my
bay.
youth.
The bay of your youth.
Mm-hmm.
Not your sister city. It's like, I'm sure, being from St. Paul, Joe, you still feel at home in Minneapolis.
Yeah, I do.
Why, though? Why wouldn't you hate them?
There's a big rivalry, and I kind of do to a degree.
Mm-hmm.
But
so you feel both?
Yeah, I feel both. It's kind of weird like that.
I don't know. What about for you, Chris? Does it have to be in Queens, or...?
It must be in Astoria. Not Long Island City. It's got to be in Astoria. So there's one movie for me.
Oh. There's the bad guy coming back through. Mm-hmm. The bad guy.
Yeah.
I'm the bad guy. So what are your best Astoria movies?
Guide to Recognizing Your Saints. I believe that's the only one set in Astoria.
Is that right?
I'm trying to think.
I thought there was more in Astoria. Because when I'm in your neighborhood and I'm under that train,
the L train,
I feel like I'm in a New York movie. Yeah. Maybe it's French Connection or a million other movies, you know what I mean? But you want to feel like you're underneath that thing and shooting a scene there.
A Bronx Tale was shot in Astoria. But it's,
really?
That's odd.
Yeah.
Strange.
It's because all the buildings in Astoria were older from around that time.
That's true. There's never been any upgrade. What about, my favorite song is, we're going to Astoria, Astoria. Do you ever see the Guide to Recognizing Your Saints?
I saw it many years ago. I haven't seen it in a very long time.
It's not the best movie, but it's the best title.
Yeah.
I've ever heard in my life. It's a fucking great title.
It's a perfect title.
Yeah.
But that's even better, like, not only your city, but when your neighborhood is in it. And then you're like, this is really insane.
Yeah, that's... You see yourself.
That's my deli right there.
Yeah, that's me getting a slice. Right there, that's my ass.
I always take the window seat.
I'm hoping to make the most romantic Cincinnati movie ever done. That's my I know it's going to take somewhere. Like some of it's going to be Toledo, and then get over to Cincinnati. We'll talk about going to Cleveland, but we won't go. And then a trip into Dayton. There's an old joke I heard. Maybe I heard it from G. David Howard, but he always said, I never remember whether if I was dating a girl from Eaton or eating a girl from Dayton. And I guess that's,
Very
if
good.
you're from Ohio, you're
Sure.
crazy about it. Fucking love that joke.
It's so good.
Hold on. Robert.
Yes.
Yeah.
I bet you haven't seen the movie Gummo.
Is it about...
I've seen Gummo.
It's like those weird kids in the South. And it's by the guy who wrote Kids.
Oh, yeah, it's like
Corinne?
they're like,
I've seen
yeah, they're like, yeah.
They're all fucked up.
Yeah, they're all fucked up kids. Yeah, we did see it.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all over it.
Cool.
Matter of fact,
We should go into your prize closet.
when I was when I was on the Periscope like you are with your big hit show
Smokin' with Chris.
Smokin' with Chris, and so there was these Mexican kids and they were all getting fucked up on there. So I just write, "What's up, rockers?" based on another one of those things, right? They're like, "Who the fuck you calling rocker, man? Come here, call me a fucking rocker. I'll fuck you up, man."
They talk shit to people.
And like
it's great.
then they would all dance around together like dude bros. Another one would come up and be like 5 minutes later, "The fuck you calling rocker, man? You come around here, call rocker. We gonna fuck you up." And then they would go back to dancing, and like the rocker thing was driving them crazy. It's like the worst fucking thing. Do you ever see that movie now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, rockers? And then
I started to rub her shoulders, and then I put my hand under her shirt, and then she started to pull my pants off, and then
You got
what's that dude's name that directed that?
Larry Clark.
Larry Clark. He did our show, and we all took a shower after. There's just something about him that just
really,
yeah.
It's weird.
Is one wheelhouse.
It works though. Teenagers is like Kids is the sickest movie because it's like kids actually having sex is much grosser than people who pretend they're kids having sex.
And he made one that was even crazier called Ken Park.
About the retarded kid?
No, this was just about like 4 kids in like Texas and their lives were all fucked up.
Didn't he make one about retarded kids?
Not sure.
Seems like he would.
You know what? I was thinking of Joe's home movie.
Jingle All the Way?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Love it.
What's the best Minneapolis St. Paul movie we could ever say? Fargo?
Yeah, Fargo. I mean, that's northern Minnesota. I guess Purple Rain or Grumpy Old Men.
There was also a thing a couple years ago. Patton Oswalt was in it, and it's where I learned to call. It's called YA, I believe, is the name of it.
Yeah, young adult.
Yeah, and it's where I learned that they called Minneapolis the Mini Apple.
Back in the
Like it's a little New York.
Nobody
and it made me
calls
laugh
it
my
that.
ass off. Let's go to Bill. Bill in Ontario.
Good evening, Godfather and Godmother.
How are you?
I'm doing great. I want to let you know that little RG yesterday, he was getting pushed around. He was on the tiny nipple, and today he's worked his way up to nipple number 2. I think he's going to be commander of nipple 1 by the time this weekend's over. He's a tough little Bennington.
It's
great to hear. I don't know what it
We're
means,
really
but
excited about this dog.
Excellent. Well, I got some more pictures for you, and I'd like to say that I went and saw the new Roger Waters film, The Wall, yesterday. Now, I know that's not your favorite Pink Floyd album, Arnie, but...
That's my 4th or 5th.
It's a phenomenal concert. Did you go to it in 2014?
No, but I'm very familiar.
Yeah, they
with the
really
entire
captured
show.
the essence of the concert. A lot of the film is shot from like the 20th row, so if you're in a theater with good sound, you're like right in the pocket. It's great, like being there. And I suggest staying after the credits, because when the credits end, they do a Q&A where Mason and Waters sit there for 20 minutes answering questions that people from all over the world have sent in. It's fascinating.
All right, thanks, dude. That's Chris. That's your favorite of all the Pink Floyd?
Oh yeah, can't beat it.
I think it's my 5th favorite by them. Maybe 6th.
I wish Sam Jackson would come out at the end of the credits just to have some more Avengers fun.
He always, don't leave. Don't leave. We're going to find out about the next thing.
Ron, sit down.
Look, there's a hammer. Must mean Thor's coming. That's it. That's why we've waited the whole time.
Totally worth the last 15 minutes.
Bennington show. You'll be able to hear us do our GPS show tomorrow at 3 o'clock. On which channel, Chris?
Deep Tracks, Channel 27, 3 p.m. East.
Be there. It's going to be exciting.
We'll be there.
It's our first musical show where it's us playing the music of Detroit. We played it for a small group of people that then filled out a questionnaire about how they like it. What's that called? It's like a
focus group.
Focus group.
No, that's not. It's like a focus group.
Yeah, that's it.
That's right. That's what I said.
Let me just read some of these.
Okay.
Greatest thing I've ever heard.
Wow.
I just had an eargasm. Was trying to enjoy GPS, but I jizzed so much that I had to go change my pants. And by the way, this is from a woman.
Wow. Whoa.
I guess in a trans type of... Yeah.
Well.
Squirt.
This one just is written in lipstick, and it just says, holy fuck.
That's my favorite one so far.
This one's scratched, looks like with a hat pin, and it just says, play it again, play it again, play it again.
With a hat pin.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
I trust that one because they have good fashion sense, so.
This one just says GPS is the shit. I like this one. Fuck yeah. This person didn't write anything, but they did draw, it looks like a hand with two fingers up.
Nice.
And a hook'em horns, I guess. That's the University of Texas hook'em horns.
Devil horns for rock.
Oh, okay. That's a rock horn thing.
Devil. The Dark Lord of rock.
This one just said, I was going to kill myself before this. Now I'm moving to Detroit and turning my life
Oh
around.
my God, that makes me feel so good.
This is all GPS. This is our show that we're going to be doing.
Does that make you feel good?
Yeah, it does. It does. This one actually says, this made me feel good.
That's perfect.
Yeah. I'm going through this focus group. So far, we're getting nothing but A pluses. This person wrote, I guess it is true. We did build this city.
Okay.
From rock and roll.
I guess some people like me.
That.
So focus groups are going crazy for GPS.
GPS premieres this Saturday at 3 p.m. on Deep Tracks 27.
Loving this.
And I'll be there.
Hopefully we can finally get out of fucking talk radio.
I'm so tired of people calling me a talkie.
I'd rather
there's more to me than that.
I'd rather rock.
Sometimes I'm a listening.
Yeah. Listen with you and rock with you.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So, are we going to have a listening party tomorrow and give each other presents for it?
Yes.
That'd be great.
I would love to do that.
Let's all give each other wrapped up headphones so that we can plug in. And listen, I'll say this. Listen with headphones on. Because you're going to get fucking rocked out. GPS. Tomorrow, 3 o'clock.
Be there or be square.
Deep Tracks, Channel 27.
Tomorrow, 3 p.m.
Tomorrow.
Also called Saturday. It's a pretty good day.
I don't know, you're listening while I watch college football teams drop passes. Kashmir, now that you're our best friend, and I feel like you are, how do you spend your weekends? What are you doing?
This weekend in particular, I'm helping my mom move.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's the saddest thing I've ever heard.
So sad. But
where's your mom moving?
She's moving actually closer. She's moving to Weehawken.
Wow.
NJ?
Yeah,
Weehawken.
A little close action to the city.
You love your mom?
Mm-hmm. She's a good girl. Good lady.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm. I'm giving her the dog. Then I'm going back to Fordham to maybe see Bradley Cooper out in the Bronx.
You love Bradley
Here's
Cooper.
hoping. I don't know. I haven't really. Yeah.
BC.
BC. Before Coops.
Well, was you always close with your mom?
Mm-hmm.
Who else in your family?
My brother. So, yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, he's good.
Chris, who are you always? Oh, you don't have a family.
No one's around.
Who did I bring up yesterday? That you don't have a living family member. And they, oh yeah, there's 2 comics. They didn't even seem to be moved by that.
Oh no, they're just heartless. Greg Stone, Anthony DeVito.
Yeah.
Just dead inside comics.
It's almost like they blamed you.
Yeah, I know.
They were so much fun yesterday. They're having a terrible weekend though, because they have to go to this roast battle and they don't want to roast each other, but they do want the money that they give you to do roast battle.
That's happening 11 o'clock on Saturday at the New York Comedy Club.
Should go there and support them.
You'll probably still be all amped up from our GPS show.
Jacked.
You'll need to unwind a little.
Yeah.
We pumped you up so hard.
Start roasting!
That Army Man? Did Army Man show up for this?
You're not mean enough to each other! do it, just roast!
That's your favorite thing.
That's my favorite
do
thing. Army Man says,
I know how we do Smoking with Chris. I think we've taken that project as far as we can, and I want to just do Army Man in the city. Hey! What are you fucking doing? Drive your cab! Keep it up, buddy!
We have an army helmet here, too. For it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not a freak, all right? He's a funny man. Not someone who we make put on an army helmet and then we yell at. This helmet's pretty heavy! That could be one of the specials.
Sure.
I understand that they really packed in to see Smoking with Chris today.
Yeah, this morning in the rain and all. I was very happy.
You wasn't raining for them? God, you're an idiot.
They came out.
There's water coming out of my iPhone.
Even this bad weather. Thanks, everyone.
How about this? You spend 5 minutes and not be a dope. 5 fucking minutes.
Thanks so much for showing up, guys. I know the weather's bad.
It's bad out there.
By the way,
really appreciate it.
When you yelled at Chris, God, you're an idiot, it sounded like Army Woman. You're an idiot!
God, you're an idiot! Do it!
No! That's her favorite thing. And then earlier she goes, don't you think it's the funniest thing in the world when Army Man yells, do it? So this time you didn't do it. She's like, please do it. Just yell, do it.
Just melody, do it.
Do it.
It's your catchphrase, goddammit.
Should we stay a little while with Smoking with Chris and then bring back the Army Man?
Well, Smoking with Chris is in its infancy.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Army Man can pop up whenever. I mean,
no, I think it's a mistake.
You think?
I think you got to do like Ricky Gervais. You let one thing play out,
okay,
and you drop it and get into your next thing.
Smoking with Chris still has a lot of heat.
Yeah. I wanted to get back to Joey Jojo and Dan, their failed thing from when they did drop-ins.
Drop-ins.
Do you know how much bigger hits that Chris got in the morning on a Friday compared to those guys on a Saturday night when people are periscoping?
Is that when most people periscope, the night? Well, it does seem that way, right?
Yeah, of course.
You know, when you look at the map, it's just blown up with people everywhere.
You think so?
I'm always going over to Russia for whatever reason.
You know
I know why. I could take a wild guess.
Yeah, it's called Russian gay porn.
No.
For some reason, the prison porn stuff out of Russia is the biggest of all.
Yeah, they're into it.
Not to mention the other problem you have.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll just say this, under Skittles, and leave it at that.
I was watching a Periscope yesterday for a very long time. Just a guy smoking reefer, just hanging out in St. Pete. I just went over to where I was from. Like, don't you just pick out different areas? Like, you'll go to... So he was just smoking some weed and saying, hey, which hat should I wear right now? Just... All right, no one's going to say any, so I'll just put on this one. Just give me some hearts, dudes. Like, thanks so much.
Why didn't you let them know what hat you want them to wear? It'd be like having your own doll baby that you can play with.
I guess I could have. I should have chimed in. I was being silent.
Young bastard run by the name of Hard Rock Johnny wants to talk to us. Hey, Johnny.
Bennington. Smoking with Chris was great this morning. I watched it for a little while. It could actually be called spitting and smoking with Chris, though. There's a lot of... phlegm and throat clearing and then spitting.
Well, I'm chain smoking cigarettes.
But you spit all the time.
You
That
are
is
spitting.
true. That's your thing.
Yeah.
You could own that.
You
Really,
guys
it was riveting. I will say that.
I know. I threw out some picks, some NFL picks for people.
What'd you pick?
Oh, Cardinals -7. Take them. Lock it up against the Rams. Against the Rams. Rams on the road against the Cardinals.
Yeah, but can the Cardinals go on like this forever?
As long as Carson Palmer's healthy, they can. Now, if he gets fucked up, it's over. Like it was last
I
year.
just worry that you're losing Kashmir again. All right, what's one of your other
hard.
picks?
I was trying so hard. I was like Rams on the road. I got that part. Yeah.
That was the only pick I gave out during. I'll give out another pick if you want to hear some more Smoking with Chris later today.
All right, why don't we do this? Your fucked up show. What do you guys call your show?
The Bennington Boys.
I'm not comfortable with that. I think you ought to do one right now as we sit here.
Yes, good idea.
Go up on the Interrobang, set it up, and let's see if it's better than Smoking with Chris.
Love to see you guys light some up in there. Good luck.
We can't, Chris. We're inside.
Pussies.
Bap, bap, ba-da.
Seems like a lot of people do smoke on Periscope. It's a very common thing. That and driving.
Driving, I won't watch one. I won't watch a drive. They're
Too
all
terrified.
dull.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're
they're slow. They're so bad.
Periscope and drive.
I go over to Dubai to see if like any rich chic guys are just balling out. It's just dudes fucking driving with their phone on their dashboard. It's stupid.
They're assholes.
Yeah, they are.
And then sometimes I love this song. I'll start singing along with it.
Okay, we just went live.
Great.
What are you calling yourself?
Bennington Boys in the Booth Live.
Okay.
Cool, exciting.
The
I
boys
put it
in
up
the
so we
booth.
can all say it.
This is cool.
This is meta.
It's
Okay,
really
there.
meta. I might put it on my phone
Bennington
too.
Boys in the Booth Live.
Okay.
Cool, exciting.
Oh my God.
Oh, now we hear them like just a beat behind us.
This is exciting.
that's
How many
weird.
people do we have?
We got 26 so far.
Sweet.
There's a reason I don't let them talk on the air.
I also got a nice compliment on Smoking with Chris. The video quality was great this week.
Look how shitty the video quality is there.
Thank you. I got the smokes and I got the technology to blow the Bennington Boys out of the water.
I will say, Smoking with Chris, you do take orders. Well, I ask you to put your hoodie up, and you put your hoodie up, and put
Sure.
your sunglasses on.
Yeah, they like to take a look at me. Oh my god.
I'm going to write to them. Wait, reply. I'm just gonna, oh, God, you're not even going to see my message. It's gone. I'm writing on Gail's phone. You suck.
I hope they know it's not from me.
Give them some hearts.
They're barely even getting hearts. Barely.
Oh, okay.
It's actually a pretty funny show.
It's a good show.
Yeah. Wow, everyone's trying to follow you while you're on here, Gail. I'm just going to say yes, follow. Follow. We built this. Well, they seem like they're bigger than Smoking with Chris, that's for sure.
Bullshit. Hot picks on Smoking with Chris on Periscope after the show today. I gave you one already that
Oh
you're going to
my
make
God.
money on.
So you're going to worry about that instead of the thing that you fucking wrecked.
That's going to get fixed after
That is
that.
not going to get fucking fixed. I guarantee it. It'll be your version of getting it fixed will be this. No, it's GPS with the Benningtons. That's what I think
Come on,
of.
that's not what we do.
I would rather have what I just did than the one that he played for me seconds before the show started today. Dan, when you look at that, you can't see how short. In real life, Dan's hair doesn't seem as short as it looks on Periscope. But when I'm watching here, it looks the same as his beard.
I do 1.5 all the way around, buzz cut.
1.5, what, inch?
No, with the razor thing. Los Muchachos in Astoria, they give a great cut.
Do you know them, Chris?
No, I don't know. I go to Enrique's.
Maybe you should go to Los Muchachos.
No. Enrique's is a fantastic Dominican barber.
And Los Muchachos?
I don't know anything about this Los Muchachos thing.
Boys.
Everyone wants to get a haircut while the dude's on the phone with his baby mama.
Freak nasty, show Chris. I love Dan and Joe. Chris, get the proof. Light 'em up, boys. Hugs and kisses. Tall glass of shed juice. Boy, the hearts are going crazy like I never see them going for you.
Oh, please. The goddamn heart bukkake on my face on Periscope. Can't even see myself.
Somebody's saying, how's the money situation, Joe? Money's not an issue for him.
Money's not an issue for me.
He's on a delay over there.
Gail, everyone just wants to follow you. I can't even look at this thing because of the number of followers they're trying to get you.
Thanks for the follows, guys.
Well, they're not beating Smoking with Chris. Maybe
they're coming close.
It's because talking about beards instead of fun cigarettes, being out on the streets of New York.
Oh, yeah.
And you had a better name than them.
Yeah.
I told them before, they got to have a hot name every time they go in there.
We're going to retool it with a great name.
Cool Exciting is going to.
Oh, that's you guys. You always sign off, blow off all the people that you already have, and then retool and come back in 15. We'll be back in 15, everybody.
Don't stop now. You've got over 200.
We'll be right back after this.
See?
No, don't do it.
After this word from the abyss.
Keep it going.
Kashmir, you think you ever run your own for us? What would yours be?
Oh, I don't know. I'm so bad at. I'm like, I would want an alliteration, but I don't like.
See, here's the thing: you're not interested in film, books, or music.
You like spinning, though.
I just spin all day. Yeah, I just wake up spinning.
Actually, put in a spin class, and you get behind some girl's ass. And you might end up killing it.
That could just be my thing, yeah.
Just spin him behind
cashmere, yeah.
No, spin him behind a big old ass. First of all, everyone from the Middle East will be in that room within seconds. Did they really sign off already?
Yeah, they signed off.
They're such idiots. They never know how to build it up.
Joe said we had to sign off, and I said, why? We're a hit.
Apparently you're
That's
not
what the conversation had.
Nah, Smoking with Chris style hit. That's
you're not that big a hit as Chris was. You had less than almost 38% of Chris's fucking thing.
Really?
That's a crush for Chris. Yeah.
Wow.
That's right.
Now I'm being told 41% of where Chris topped out at compared to where you guys topped out at.
42?
It's good to be a wise ass, but it's better to win.
That's right. I'm the
you
big
lose
Periscope
like
winner.
a fucking Minnesota Viking.
Scoping.
Hey, we're 2-1 right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also 3-1 if you count beating a child till it can't stand up.
Does that count?
And I do
for the
count
season?
That's a permanent win for as long as he's on the team.
That wasn't this season.
I was bringing that up with Eastside Dave, who said, I said to him, I go, your kid picked up on the weirdness of Adrian Peterson, did not want to be in the room with him.
Really?
And we're like, kid, you're going to look back on it. I go, this would be like me walking out on Gail Sayers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I would regret it the rest of my life. He's like, I want to go. I want to fucking get Legos. I want to get out of here.
He knew.
He felt it. He felt the vibe.
Children can smell danger, I think.
Oh, yeah. I remember when I was a kid and I would beat my grandmother with a stick. Ooh, it still haunts me to this day. You know what I mean?
Sure. It's hard for a child.
Just hearing her screams. Look, now they're signing back on again when they know they've already done it. Now they have to ask people to re-jump back on. They just put it up as Donald Trump Live. How are they doing with Donald Trump Live?
Are they growing it back?
Slowly. I mean, they were fucking hot there.
Yeah, see, the thing is, you don't have any Trumps following you off the bat the way the Interbang has its own Legion of Doom.
LOD.
Well, let me say, God, people just trying to. All right.
I don't see anything to do with Donald Trump here.
Well, they're at half of your record already, Chris, and it's going fast. And people are writing T-Romp, Kiss T-Romp. You're going to need a bigger hair. And then someone just wrote blow each other. Which
Chris, was that you?
You should have me. Jerk each other off. Biffles 2.0. Gail rules. Where is Kashmir? Kashmir, you ought to do a running in there.
I know. Get in there,
People love
Cash.
you.
I feel like they're just going to stop it in 2 minutes and then start back up.
That's really true.
Yeah, good burn.
They don't know what they're doing.
Out of breath.
I like Kashmir.
Mark Mendoza is trying to follow you, Gail. What happens if I call in right now? And then this person wrote, Gail got me pregnant.
I do have a reputation.
Do to Trump, do Trump. Do to Trump, do Trump. This Periscope. The number of people trying to follow you is driving me crazy. Joe looks like Peter Parker before the spider bite. Now, by the way, guys, you haven't even gotten up as high as where you were before.
I know.
See, they screwed it up.
We're going to get there. Donald Trump live.
Even with their bullshit lies. See, look, Smokin' with Chris, I'm
Davey
smoking.
Mac rules. Let's see some nipple. All right, at this... Oh, Mafia Life Chris just invited followers. Follow Mafia Life Chris.
I'm definitely going to do that.
Yeah. All right, they just beat their old score. Let's see if they catch Chris Stanley. Well, they're coming on strong, Chris.
Oh, yeah? Well, they're lying. That helps.
Maybe you could write it for yourself. Smoking with Chris and Donald Trump. Special guest, Donald Trump. You can just walk over to Trump Tower. Donald!
Right here for you with the Periscope show.
Now I've seen 2 of my coworkers' nipples, so that's good.
So they just wrote this. Oh my God, you whores. Do you guys listen to Opie? Ask Chris about his gimp.
What?
It's your gimp.
This is gay.
What's that?
Someone just wrote, this is gay.
Eat a dick, but more like Pekka. Eat a cigarette, Chris.
I'm going to smoke one later. Dan's just showing off the guns now. Where's Trump?
Trump is a Noah's Bennington boy. Eat a cigarette, Pap.
How are they doing with their numbers?
They're about 100 off before they beat him. They're definitely getting some randoms.
The title helped.
Yeah, of course it did.
Bullshit.
And I know Joe didn't think of it. I know Dan did. The Trump did Trump. The bump. Are you giving them hearts?
Mm-hmm.
Do not give them hearts.
Oh, I give you hearts.
No one ever gives Stanley hearts.
I give you hearts, Stanley.
They give them lungs.
This is a weird delay.
That's a long delay.
It's a very long. But mine is not as long. It's weird.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Everything about his computer is slow as shit.
That's kind of weird.
Let me see.
Well, you're going to have to dismiss a couple.
Chris needs hearts, lungs, not hearts.
I'll take them all. I'll take whatever organs you want to hand over. I'll just keep them on ice.
Yeah.
This person writes, the centaur's dream of half sheep. And the number of people trying to follow Gail is fucking infuriating.
Why? I'm feeling great about it.
Junk into Trump. Still haven't beat you, Chris.
Mm-hmm. Sounds about right.
Donald Trump cannot beat Smoking with Chris.
It seems like they're coming close, though.
Now I'm gonna run for president. I'm gonna build a wall. So the hearts are falling off too. just making some observations on this show.
Cashmere, did I ever tell you my my impression of a gay guy in the village?
No.
This is the impression of a gay guy in the village buying pizza, right? Gay guy in the village buying pizza. Any half slices? You know what? You look over at him and he looks like it's a prison movie, doesn't he? He looks like he could belong in prison.
They shaved his head because they were scared about lice.
They're over 3 now.
His mom made him do it.
We're at the end of the show, though.
Yeah.
Will they do it?
They still got to do what? 67?
Yeah.
No chance in the world.
And then just drop below 3. I got an eye on it. All right.
Notice you didn't report when they went above 3, though.
It's dropping now. You know why? Because people realize there's no Trump there. There's just a weird guy. There's a couple weird dudes.
I think even if Trump was there. They say it's just Dan telling long stories.
Well, he is a storyteller.
Dan's telling a long story and the room count is plummeting. Is what people are saying.
No. They enjoy it.
No, we can watch the room count.
I'm looking at the counter right now.
It's just people going, this is bullshit.
It was just Joe reeling that he was really into Sidney Crawford's daughter, not aware of her age.
Oh, how old is she?
No.
4 years less than legal.
All right, that's terrible.
Jesus, Joe.
All right, okay, he's really making up things right now because I never said that.
Why are you doing a short arm selfie on yourself?
What are you talking about?
They've lost this crowd.
They have plummeting numbers.
They say boo. Let's see. I'm bored. Do something. Dan, do something.
Oh, man.
This is not good.
This is why the Brian Regan thing didn't work out the other night.
No, some guy just said it's going great. Another one just yelled.
That's just some guy.
What? No, hey,
that's what the people are saying.
When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll fucking apologize. I made a mistake. I'm fucking invested in this show.
Do not listen to some guy.
Yeah.
Another guy just yelled out AIDS. So
that's terrible.
I know.
Your guys, that's Donald Trump show. Some weird people watching it.
Why are you having another Altoid? Because your breath isn't bad. You're just hungry.
I am.
Pass me over.
There you go. They're good.
Yeah, I understand Altoids. I know it very well.
Oh, I'd like one of those. That's my favorite. The wintergreen?
Blue, yeah, the little
Go
blue
right
pills.
Oh, love.
Cashmere, would you like one?
Oh, of course.
They won't let me comment on here. It says broadcast too full.
Wow.
Uh-huh. Too many comments. When you go to comment, it just says, sorry, broadcast.
Sorry,
too
brah.
full. Sorry, brah.
Well, they are not going to beat your record, Chris.
Good. I'm glad.
And you're right. They are fucking falling like there's no tomorrow. Although I do like the person who wrote pee in my butt. I never got tired of that. Yeah, I never got tired of that.
And they just ended. They gave up. They quit. They fucking threw in the towel.
Quitters and losers.
Well, you got the whole, who else is watching Smoking with Chris? Everyone who's outside on their smoking break. And they don't want to smoke alone, so they have Smoking with Chris.
You'll never smoke alone. When you walk to the store, keep your head held high and don't be afraid to just smoke. Smoke on, smoke on. We try to make up songs about smoking to keep you people entertained. I wonder if they would lie and call themselves next time Smoking with Chris, if they'll get more viewers.
Motherfucker.
Oh, my God.
Next Friday, 10:45, Chris?
10:45 a.m. Fridays, Smoking with Chris.
Let me know if you're ever having any guests.
Okay.
I like to get me and Davey Mack on the show. We go around and do a lot of shows together.
I'd love to be a guest.
10:45. 10:45 a.m. I had a crazy
Would you
person.
smoke on the show?
I feel like
if you smoke even, you'll go back to smoking.
I won't. I wouldn't.
will you smoke on the show? Smoke a pipe.
A pipe might be helpful. A pipe or a cigar, I think, won't tempt me.
Here's the problem.
Or a blue. I could smoke a blue.
If you do that, then later they'll Photoshop it and put a cock going in.
No, I'll have a coffee. Can it be coffee and cigarettes?
Sure.
With Gail and Chris?
If you want it to be a cup of dick.
No! Guys! Please keep those dicks away from me.
Guys, please.
I just want everyone to know that's not a real dick.
And she said that while pointing at an actual penis.
I did. I did. Here's a real dick. Is this what you want? Is this what you people want?
And then just a close up of fucking Chris Stanley's face. I'm a man dick. I'm the dick. My dick was blown up. Throw it back on. Do it. I'm dickless. There's nothing there. What the fuck? Sarge! Sarge! I am dickless, sir! Medic! Reporting for dickless duty! At any point that he played Army Man when he was a kid, he would always yell, I'm on fire. Every single one. Oh my God! I'm burning! That's so terrible. I can feel my skin melting off. No one will ever love me again. No. Terrible, dude. Oh, tell my wife. Tell my wife I have no skin. Oh, Miss Stanley. He also wants you to know he had no skin when he died. What? Why did he want me to know that? Why the details? I mean, it's terrible. That was his last words. And he screamed it quietly in an Army Man voice. See, this is why Smoking with Chris is the #1 fucking show.
Understand now, boys? Understand?
Once we get locked in with a name, we're going to build it up.
No, it isn't about the name. Look how he just went on an entertainment thing and has slapped it. Where I turn on you guys and you're like this. Joe's here and I'm Dan. Look, Joe, is there anything to talk about? Not really, Dan. What do you have? You turn on fucking Smoking with Chris. You're going to get the news. You're going to get a travel show.
Gambling advice.
I shed real tears because of Chris.
There was a crazy person screaming about God today on Smoking with Chris.
First guest.
How do you do?
He was okay.
Yeah.
He was very unfocused. I'll be honest. Then it started raining more and I had to find a place to smoke underneath.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has never happened on Smoking with Chris, but we are searching for shelter. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Lay across my big brother's bird.
What happened to you?
Nothing happened to me. That's the way I sing.
Why are you doing that?
Favorite song by Bob Dylan right now, Chris?
Meet Me in the Morning.
Ooh.
It's a good one.
That's what I was going to say. I love that song.
Well, maybe that's why you guys should have got married a long time ago.
Well,
too busy with this Periscope show.
I've been trying to get this guy to settle down.
What's your favorite Bob Dylan song right now?
Oh, damn. No. You're gonna make me lonesome when you go. That's a good one.
You're gonna make me lonesome when you go.
That's yeah.
Right now, from the Basement Tapes, going to Acapulco. Going to Acapulco. Oh, Joe has something for Smoking with Chris.
What's that?
Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, I've got the opening song for your show, Chris. It's Warm It Up, Chris by Chris Cross. Warm it up, Chris!
That might be good for you.
Okay.
And then just showing a close-up of a cigarette being lit. Or
cool.
warmed up, as you say.
Yeah.
In the hood and at the clubs.
Chris is lit.
Yeah.
Live?
I never even knew they did anything besides Chris Cross going to make you jump.
This is a great song.
I know.
Chris, please tell me you'll use this.
I'll think about it.
This is perfect for you.
Why don't you use that other song called That Big Fucking Centaur is Smoking?
You know that one.
Love that one.
Yeah. Well, we got to fucking Get out of here.
Yeah.
Literally 24 hours from now, GPS will be making its musical debut.
On Deep Tracks, Channel 27, tomorrow at 3 p.m. on Saturday.
Very, very exciting.
I am very excited.
I'm so excited I might kill myself.
No, please.
Jesus,
At least wait till after the show.
No, come back! No!
Where's he?
Run!
He's headed for the goalpost.
No! Please!
Putting on his hat,
Oh, God. This is it for him.
grabbing his coat.
Where's he going?
I like to have my hat and coat on when I end the show. That way I won't be stuck in here putting on my hat and coat.
I know. It's so embarrassing.
On my way out. Give a letter grade to Kashmir today.
Kashmir gets an A.
For me, A+.
I give you an A on name and incomplete on personality. Because here's my thing. When someone does a radio show first, they should tell an embarrassing story about themselves.
Oh.
That's what I always would say to guests. But people go like, I don't know what to talk to. I was tell an embarrassing story about yourself. And then people find that endearing.
Yeah, that is true.
Like when I did Anthony's show yesterday.
Yeah.
I told an embarrassing story about my producer, Chris Stanley.
Oh.
You don't even have to tell me. It already sounds pretty embarrassing.
It was. But then I said this, and it actually got a big major laugh from the peanut gallery. I go, no, seriously, Chris Stanley is the best producer in his price range. And I got a big major laugh.
That's good, I think.
You're having another mint that quickly?
Yeah. I treat it like food.
It's candy to you. Sweet candy.
"24 hours from now, the great imaging will be over.
Yes.
And we'll be into the GPS show. Should be very, very excited.
Deep Tracks. Channel
Deep
27.
Tracks, Channel 27. Tomorrow, GPS with Bennington. We're very, very excited and proud of this show.
Very proud.
And excited to be on Deep Tracks.
Yeah, I am.
Go read the lineup for Deep Tracks. Tell us who else is on there, Chris. Because this is where I start listening when I'm doing my road traveling. I like to go deep.
Tom Petty.
Say no more. Tom Petty.
You don't need to go on.
Favorite Tom Petty song right now?
Let's see. I think.
Don't come around here no more. I like that video.
Nothing.
For me, Making Some Noise.
Making Some Noise, great one.
Swinging.
What? Sing it to us.
And she went down.
Fuck, that's loud.
Swinging like Sonny Liston.
Such a great song.
Love that song.
I love it too. Mine is Southern accents for all the fucking people down south.
My people.
When the youngins would call it country and them Yankees would call it dumb. But there's a Southern accent to where you come from. That's it for us. Join us tomorrow at 3 o'clock, 24 hours from now, Channel 27, GPS with the Bennington Show. And then we will see everybody again in 1974.
Ladies and gentlemen, the evening is over. We hope you all enjoyed yourselves, and we'll see you all again in 1974. Good evening!